gonna take some time for it to here. Tune down the volume, jeez. We're being way too loud. Music. Anyway. Come on, chat. Come on, OBS. Pop up the chat right there. The chat should be right there. Come on. Come on, OBS. Come on, Streamlabs. Pop up anytime now. Freaking Streamlabs chat's being useless again. As always. Come on. Streamlabs. You have one job, Streamlabs. Which is to pop up in my video. Let's try that. Should I refresh? Should I refresh everything? Come on. Come on, Streamlabs, pop up with the chat. Well, while Streamlabs is... while Streamlabs is doing its shit. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another installment of appabend's meme stream. Goddamn, chat, Streamlabs, come on. Come on, pop up chat. You had one job. Or should I use the old one? Because clearly that's the only way for me to... Oh, that's so tiny! That's so tiny, man. Chat 2.0 style general. Why is it I always fucking forget to do this? Oh, man. Give me a minute. We bump that shit up. 24. Show the timestamps. Where's the super chat? Channel name. Super chat fans funding. Yeah. Put everything in 24. Let's see if that worked out in my favor. Maybe it doesn't, but we'll see. But hey, at least I can use the old chat now instead of the Streamlabs one. Wait, what? Why is it not as big? Okay, there we go. Fucking finally. Jesus Christ. Streamlabs always been fucking hilarious. Streamlabs. Anyway, there you go. Finally got the Streamlabs chat going. At least YouTube didn't screw up this time. Or at least so far it didn't. My power is not gonna be killing me right now. I turned off the AC. Ah, damn. Forgot to turn on the fan for this one, but yeah, looks like we're gonna have to. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait for everybody to turn on the fucking fan. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing very well. What have you guys been playing? What have you guys been listening to? What have you guys have been reading? What watching, playing, jerk off to whatever? Let me know in the chat. We're gonna get through the stream. We're gonna get through a bunch of cringe. Timer, where are you? There you go. Pop up. There you go. There's timer. I started 20 minutes early. 20 minutes early before this because I love you guys. Want to chat that with you guys. Want to catch up with what happened in the past couple of weeks. Because this is Saturday and oh yeah, it's Saturday. At least I didn't lose. At least I didn't lose my track of my day changes. Anyway, as for what I've been playing, what I've been doing, nothing much, just chilling. It's the quarantine as quarantine times as usual. I don't need to remind you all, and not a lot of times where I can actually go outside and do a bunch of shit, which is good anyway because I don't actually go outside very much. Just staying in my home, playing video games and sleep and fap and all of that. As for the video games that I play, more Trails. I mean, why not? I mean, it's more Trails. You just can't. I just cannot escape. Like every single time I want to play other video games. Like no, play more Trails. More Trails. I recently beat Cold Steel 3. Cold Steel 3. Just finished it. I had a completely totally an emotional breakdown for a day, for like an entire day. Like, it's just a game that just manipulates me, just totally, like, emotionally. I just fucking utterly despise that. But it's still a really good experience nonetheless. Just characters. It's the Infinity War to the Trails cinematic universe before the end game next year for the PC at least. This year for the PS4 if you still have your PS4. Beat that game. I also beat Trails in the Sky. The original Trails in the Sky. The funny thing about Trails in the Sky is that I didn't know that there was a mod for Trails in the Sky that basically changes the character's art style to the Evo version, which makes the which makes the portrait, the dialogue portrait characters so that they don't look like a Studio Dean freaking anime. Because as much as I like Trails in the Sky, let's face it, the design was very 2000-ish, and thankfully there is a mod that allows you to like update the character design so that it looks more like the Evo version, so that it looks more like a modern, consistently more like a Trails game. Joshua still looks weird with that haircut in that one, but I still like that one instead. And yeah, finish that one. Need to finish the other one. Need to finish the other two. The funny thing also about Trails is that Trails in the Sky is that I was planning to get to play the PSP version until I found out that the third game has never been localized at all. So the reason why I want to play the PSP version instead of the PC version is because it's very hard to find the cheats for. It's very hard to find trainers for the PC version. And try and look left and right, try to find trainers for that shit, couldn't find it until, so thankfully Cheat Engine still works, so breeze through that game, max that HP and mirror and all that shit. But yeah, there's that. As for other shit, well, not really much, I guess. I guess it's just Trails. I don't mind actually just turning these Trails into this stream into another installment of me jerking off to Trails because Trails is so fucking awesome. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be right back. It's getting hot in here. All right, there you go. Turn on the fan. Turn on the fan. Hopefully the fan noise don't interrupt much. Anyway, let's get to the chat here for a bit before we actually get to the good stuff, the streams and everything like that. Hello, appabend in chat. Hi, Appa. How are you doing? I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. It's just the typical quarantine stuff. Have to do a lot of things inside, but then again, I'm mostly inside guy anyway. The inside guy doing the inside job. What is the inside job? It sounds interesting. Let's see. Hello, appabend in chat. Mallory's the only character in this scenario. Long live new guy, deserves to be in a better comic. 70 watching, not nice. Hey, 70 watching in early stream is actually not so bad. Then we'll get to like the hundreds, the 300 to 400s numbers later on, which is still pretty good as far as I'm concerned. Hello, sleeping Appa, bro. Yeah, he's sleeping very peacefully right there. So, shoplifters of the world, unite and take over. Are we gonna bet if the stream crashes? I don't think the stream's gonna crash. It's gonna be a low quality, but it's not gonna be crashing. Nice shirt, Appa. This is a shirt that I own for like a while now. So, in case you don't know that I own this Opie shirt, I actually own the red one too. This is the blue one. The red one, I don't know where the fuck it is. Maybe my brother has it. Some car 2411s and 400 laps. Go-kart racing in real life and simulators is more fun in a meme stream. All right. Should I get Trails on PC or Switch? Depends. I don't think there is a Trails game on the Switch. I don't think there is. There's only Trails of Cold Steel 3, but why would you play Cold Steel 3 when Cold Steel 3 is like the Avengers Infinity War for the Trails cinematic universe, for the entire Trails saga? That's the Infinity War, the Avengers, big Avengers event, crossover with other characters from the Trails series. Get the PC version. If you want better textures and better compatibility and everything like that. It runs on everything these days. So, Appa is here. Sup, Appa? Danpan is gonna stream soon. Might between the two streams. Appa, you need this. What is that? Can't see that. I'm annoyed that the Switch version of Cold Steel 4 is available on Amazon for pre-order, but not for PS4. Yikes. Is this about the shoplifting comic? Well, it's about that and a bunch of other stuff. Don't worry, we'll get to that. We got a bunch of a bunch of stupid cringe here. Hopefully we can get past 2 hours. Otherwise, actually, I didn't play Trails as much as last week. Therefore, I managed to at least caught up with the latest whatever sorts of dramas that people are getting into. But that being said, there's very little of them, to the point where I go, wow, the moment people get inside, the moment people stay in their buildings and not do anything and not go outside is the moment where the drama is starting to get kind of stale. It's kind of boring, and it's already boring even before the entire this entire shit. It's to the point where I didn't even make a lot of videos lately. Although yes, I can attribute that to me playing more Trails. Even if I don't play Trails, if there's just no topic that just kind of interests me to make a video on, other than maybe I just make I have a plan to make a video on Trails, because I fucking love Trails. Trails is amazing. Anyway, Cold Steel 3 on PC or Switch? PC, definitely, without a doubt. Yeah, PC. Anyway, let's see here. Somebody has a bunch of Japanese text. I cannot read that. Sun Gadai Suki Nan. I can't read that. Sukitanda. I cannot read Japanese that much. Do you know what that means? I don't know what that means. Just to be crass, I only jerk to Emma. I've been working on File Emma 3 houses on the Blue Lions route. Play Luigi's Mansion 3 and Mario Maker 2. All right. Got let go from my job this morning. Corona-chan is worst girl. Yeah, it's been the worst girl for a lot of people these days. I've been playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot and I'm liking it so far. All right. I got Sonic Forces free with my PS4. It's alright, not amazing, not awful either. He says, did lost track of my trap, go him. Appa, we can see your captive in the background. This week, I only had one song in my mind. It goes something like, it just works, little lies, stunning shows people buy, money flows, it just works. The stream will crash any minute now. Yeah, we'll see. I started playing Automata after 3 years. Man, it's been a while. Just got Baldur's Gate 1. Ooh, Baldur's Gate 1. That sounds interesting. Been working on my website. Alright. Been playing Ninja Turtles 3 on NES, among other games. Ooh, Ninja Turtles 3. Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. I've been playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX. A bit old school, but I've been watching Night Court. Basic as fuck, but I've been enjoying Animal Crossing New Horizon. Kinda sucks rupias though. Unipin Poacher is cheaper than the current dollar price. I wish I pre-ordered so I got it at 800k. Yeah, but at least you get the legit version. And the thing that I can at least say about Nintendo is that at least when you try to buy their shit, they actually exist. They're actually available, unlike the PS4, where the PS4 does have regional. Actually, no, the PS4 doesn't really have regional pricing here. But even discounting that, even if it does have regional pricing, I tried to buy Trails of Cold Steel 3 for the PS4, but I couldn't find the English version. I accidentally bought the Chinese version. There you go, just 600k rupiah wasted. It's like 40 bucks wasted. Anyway. The ending was fucking insane. Hell yes, it's fucking insane. Oh boy, just so many. It's just I just love the fact that Cold Steel 3. It's just the characters that you grew up with, characters that you love. Then some of them decided to fucking backstab you. It just betrays you. Like, oh god, it felt so horrible. It felt so fucking horrible. That emotional turmoil that for like. I need to be able to. The soundtrack it's so fucking good. I cannot forget the game for like a day. I still have to like emotionally recover from just the amount of fucking. It's just yikes. It's just yikes in general. So anyway, 6760 donated $5. Here's some shekels for you. Had to take off my gloves so I can type faster. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming, guys. Also. Before I forget, the shekels and the shilling and everything like that. For gaming, just been replaying the original Final Fantasy VII since I can't pick up my limited edition copy of the remake. Who did you romance in 3? Laura, without a doubt. Also, I got Spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle. Damn, I never expected Yakuza 0 really long game. I just spent near 5 hours just to complete sub-stories in a chapter because it is a very long game. It's an action RPG. I wouldn't say it's an action RPG, but it's more of an action game, but it does have this RPG side quest and quests that you have to finish. A bit of a semi non-linear areas that you can explore and everything like that. So yeah. Anyway, been playing Sonic Adventures 2, mainly being a chow daddy. I've been playing Grid 2 this weekend. Just need to beat the game now. Hi, how's your day? My day is doing very well. Thank you very much for asking. I watched Teen Titans lately. Ooh, nice. The funny thing about the Teen Titans, I stopped watching after season 4 because that's just how I think the series should have ended right there. Season 5 is just a mess. Frankly speaking, it's just a mess. Can you have a mod that makes Joshua looks like Graham? Nah. Nah. Wish Resident Evil 8 would bring Jake Mueller suplexing mutant. Ooh. We're playing the Ace Attorney trilogy. Hello, Appa in chat. Cold Steel 4 in November, apparently. Yeah, according to Amazon. Yeah, Cold Steel 4 is gonna be this year for the PS4 and next year for the PC. I assume it's gonna be the same month. It's gonna be on March, presumably. Yeah. Jake Mueller suplexing bioweapon werewolves. I wonder if we get actual version of OWL or Zero. Well, so far the only way for you to play Ao no Kiseki and Zero no Kiseki is if you actually download the English patch PSP ROMs on well, a bunch of other websites there that actually provided that. You need to download the English patch version on that one, and even that one doesn't really translate a lot. There are some parts. Oh, there's only one instance where they forgot to translate it, but for the most part, 99.9%, it's fully translated. You can still enjoy the experience and everything like that. Anyway, Angel Troy donated $1. I kid you not, Appa. He turns himself to a pickle. He called Pickle Rick. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But are you an air bison? Oh, I got that a lot. Still playing Doom Eternal. The game knows what it wants to do. Absolutely. Hajimari in the future. Oh, goddamn freaking auto scroll, because of course you did. Of course. Of course you're gonna come in. Oh, man. If you have the balls, play Dark Hero Party. It's just released on Steam. Highly recommend. Ooh, what is that? Dark Hero Party? What is this? It's a visual novel. It's a visual novel RPG-esque. It's a visual novel RPG-esque. Nah, I'm good. Let's see. Chat. Bring the chat back. Steam, minimize yourself. Ooh, why is the super chat on the top? Speaking of Oppai, I cannot read that. Oh, and I played Real Metroid Fusion on GBA as well. You know what that means? I do not know what that means. I don't speak Japanese. I'm getting the second Trails game on PC once I'm done with the first one. Also been catching up on anime. Switch only has Cold Steel 3, not the others. Exactly. Would you shoplift? Why would I shoplift? Why? We would get more shoplifting. Does that comic artist ever realize how bad she is? Nah, I don't think so. People are shoplifting because there are no jobs. Prove me wrong. I don't know about that. Caesar's Legion, MCR, Mr. House, or Yes Man? I mostly play, if we're gonna talk about New Vegas, I mostly play on, the only campaign that I beat is with NCR, because I feel like NCR, with the exception of some areas, I feel like NCR provides the best outcome for a lot of the areas in, New Vegas. Whereas if I look at the way for me to judge the ending is based on how good it is, the outcome for the rest of the areas. Well, yes, the NCR has their flaws, but compared to Mr. House, compared to Yes Man, compared to the Caesar's Legion especially, NCR is the least bad out of all of them. But that's just my opinion. At least we have one angry boomer at it again. Well, we actually have one, but I swear to our great green god that if you lay praise on the Final Fantasy VII Remake, I will unsub your ass. Praise on the Final Fantasy VII Remake. I don't actually, well, good for you, because I'm not interested with the remake at all. I've said in my past video that I thought the original game has this charm, this magic that just simply cannot be replaced, that just simply cannot be replicated through the modern graphics. It has that, thanks to that, the low polygon textures and the game doesn't really not looking like the most amazing, PS1 game, graphically amazing game in general. It just kind of adds the charm to it, because Final Fantasy is all about that imagination. It's all about that fantasy. And playing through Final Fantasy VII in the PS1, it reminds me when I was the time when I was a kid. Even though I don't play the game, I don't have any nostalgia when I was playing Final Fantasy VII, but that sort of charm and magic in the power of imagination and imagining the things that happen in the game, it just simply cannot be replicated by the modern times. And the modern times, if you want to replicate that, you have to kind of show everything through, well, 3D rendered graphics and everything like that. And the point is, I prefer the original. I just prefer the original, and I'm not really interested in the remake. But if you are interested in the remake, well, good for you. I just think the original has a little bit more charm to it. What I don't understand is that we are in the middle of this crisis, and the first thing they think about is fucking with the few people that have a job. I don't know. Next week, I'm getting a keyboard, so at some point, I will be streaming me playing the piano. If anyone wants to watch, I will see if I can stream in a small channel or Twitch. Well, good for you. That's great. Will you talk about Kung Fu Man's argument with Movie Bob? What happened? Who are you talking about? I have no idea. I know Movie Bob, but who's Kung Fu Man? Is there anything wrong with the Switch port of Trails of Cold Steel 3? Not really, other than the fact that, well, it's only Cold Steel 3 in the Switch, not Cold Steel 1, Cold Steel 2, not Trails in the Sky, not Trails from Zero, not Trails to Azure, not any of the other games. So if you're gonna be playing on the Switch, make sure that you played the previous games first before you actually play this game, because this game is not the kind of game that you should play if you want to jump into the Trails series as a whole, because there are a bunch of things that you need to know by playing the previous games. So I need to continue working on my Japanese, and hopefully this virus is gone so I can go to Japan. On another note, Blake, the store that the girl drew as Shoplifting, closed their brick and mortar stores like 3 months ago, so I don't know. Oof. Man, Appa, you've been playing the Trails of series. You haven't uploaded any normal videos in a while, but I don't mind because I've been enjoying your meme streams. Keep up the good work. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much. My weekly song was Rebel Yell by Billy Idol. Been playing South Park Stick or Truth. Hey dude, how are you? I've been chilling on YouTube. I'm doing very well. Thank you so much. I'm still playing Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Enuma Elish is better than Billie Eilish. I'm glad I can watch you tonight. This week has been hell. Oof. Yikes. Actually, a view count, I have the feeling that you're stuck in 147. Let me refresh that. A friend is being generous towards me and helping me with getting Trials of Mana. Ooh, that's nice. Watching some Urusei Yatsura. Can we invade China already? I'm getting tired of them fucking everyone over and getting away with it. Funny thing about China is that I heard that China is apparently, somebody said there was this news article talking something along the lines of Wuhan is apparently the safest place in the world. And I'm like, sure. Sure. Anyway. Yeah, ends on a cliffhanger like the others because, of course, a lot of the Trails games ends in a cliffhanger because it's supposed to be a saga. It's supposed to be a cinematic universe, which is more than I can say. More than I can say to actually the MCU kind of did this too. MI's best girl fight me. Playing old school Oblivion, I managed to create a potion called Nigarundayo. Nice. MI's best girl fight me. Actually. Speaking of Emma, there's the scene in Cold Steel 2 where I really like the scene where Reen was chatting with Emma, but I don't know, Emma I guess bores him to death to the point where he just slept. He just slept on the bench. It's like he's sleeping. He can't exactly control it, and then Emma just puts his head in her lap, puts his head in her lap, and he's like, "Well, Emma, what is my head doing in your lap?" And then Emma said something along the lines of, well, how are you feeling? And then Reen said, best sleep ever. And I was like, I mean, why is my head in your lap? Fucking Reen, just be fucking honest. It is the best fucking sleep ever. How about just be fucking honest? You just slept on Emma's fucking lap. That is indeed the best fucking sleep ever. Your Twitch stream might be the only stream where I can use the N-word. I'm gonna bigot. I'm gonna miss it. Can you recommend any interesting indie FPS? Hard Reset, I guess. That I haven't been playing a lot of indie FPS, so I got around to watch Paranoia Agent, kind of fitting for these times right now. Actually, I need to see that, but I need to see that after I do all these trail stuff. So, also been playing some Black Ops 2 Zombies and a bit more Omega Labyrinth Life. I want Z in the first life, and the first one, even if Omega Labyrinth Life is a remake to the original. Greetings, future Raiders of the Wasteland, to my fellow Fate Go players. Do you too enjoy the irony of having a Journey to the West event during a holiday called Easter? If Cold Steel 4 is going to launch in November, my gut says it'll be cross-gen. No, it's going to be on PS4 only. They pretty much confirmed it. It's going to be on PS4 only, and the PC one is going to be next year. Hopefully, the PC one is going to be this year too, because that would be great. But yeah. Can't wait. Jovini the Hyena donated $3. Here's to making the stream on time. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Beat Cold Steel 3 like a couple weeks ago when it came out. Already platinum it. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I'm not really the kind of guy who does platinum achievements on a lot of stuff. I usually just play video games for the story and the characters and gameplay and all of that. Not really interested in getting all the achievements and everything like that, but if that's your thing, then that's your thing. Who's the best character in the whole Ace Attorney franchise, and why is it Diego Armando? That's interesting. Interesting choice of a character. Actually, I can't really pick on. It's been a while since I played Ace Attorney. Maybe you should play it again. Congratulations for 70,000 subs. I've gotten 70,000 subs for a while now. I guess my sub count has been decreasing so much to the point where can we get to 69,000 subs? I want this to get 69,000 subs. A dev at Falcom says he wishes to localize the Crossbell games. Oh, hell yeah. Please localize the Crossbell games. The Crossbell games are very important, and I mean very, very important for Cold Steel 3. You need to play the... Actually, you can not play the Crossbell games, but it is highly recommended for you to play the Crossbell games before you play Cold Steel 3, because there are characters in the Crossbell games that appear as like major characters in Cold Steel 3. You get to visit Crossbell and you see the change. You get used to so much with Crossbell in the Crossbell art games. And then you visited in Cold Steel 3, and that was one of the few times where I freaking fanboyed, like, yes, please let me visit Crossbell. I want to see Crossbell in like 3D, in its 3D glory, because I've been seeing it on the PSP graphic stuff and graphical stuff on PSP graphics, and it's just not as pretty. Then I went to visit Crossbell in Cold Steel 3, and like, oh fuck, this is depressing, because it is that. Without spoiling too much, the situation in Crossbell is pretty freaking depressing in Cold Steel 3. So yeah, it was exciting but depressing at the same time. And you don't get to explore a lot of Crossbell, so there's that too. Been playing Blood Plus on the PS2. I can't understand it because it's in Japanese, but it's really fun playing it. Yeah, speaking of games that I can't really understand it because it's Japanese, there's this Ultraman game on the PS2 that has never been localized. Ultraman Fighting Evolution 3. That's a game that I played quite a lot when I was a kid, when I was back in the PS2 days. That game is only on Japanese. It's never been localized. I wish it's been localized because it's a pretty sweet Ultraman game. I haven't played Rebirth though, but Fighting Evolution 3 is pretty sweet. It's a pretty sweet Ultraman game. Really enjoyed that. Want that to be remade or remaster at some point with more Ultraman, hopefully. Hey chat, here's a question. Would you rather ratio someone talking shit about Loli or suplex an animal abuser? Why not both? Actually, no. I would rather the latter on that one. Both the bison. Yeah, Kondo wants to bring Zero or Ao. Man, it's been a long time since I've joined the chat and an active live stream. How are things up, and what do you plan for your next uncap or uncrap? I'm not really planning anything to do reviews on, but I am planning to make a video on Trails. And I need to finish the 3 games, Trails in the Sky, the 3 Trails in the Sky games. I finished first chapter. I've only barely started second chapter. I need to finish the second chapter. I need to finish the third one as well. So I'll just scroll. Watching Steven Universe for the first time ever. Toxic fandom hoopla aside, I am actually liking it so far. Also, trying to finish the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime. It's a positivity meltdown. You should watch the film Who Killed Captain Alex. We know who killed Captain Alex. Don't worry. Too much action. Yes, too much action. Virgin Appa versus Chat auto scroll. Continuing my attempts on use every suit in Spider-Man. What is your opinion on a Trails series character like Reen or Estelle joining Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as DLC? Not gonna happen. That's definitely not gonna happen. Okay. The thing about Trails is that compared to pretty much any other JRPGs like your Persona or your Final Fantasy, Trails is pretty freaking niche, which is very strange because considering that this is a franchise that's been gone for so long and has a lot of fans and from a developer that is pretty well respected, and yet I have to consider it niche compared to Persona and Final Fantasy VII. The remake, or any other JRPGs for that matter, or Dragon Quest especially. But actually, even Dragon Quest compared to Persona and Final Fantasy VII is pretty niche compared to, Dragon Quest is pretty niche compared to Final Fantasy VII and Persona. And actually, I'm kind of glad that it is, because at least you don't have people coming into these games and go, why these characters wear these dresses, or why these gay characters need to act this so much gay or whatever. Oh. Speaking of gay, oof. Cold Steel 3. Oh, don't do that shit, Cold Steel 3. Oh, Cold Steel 3. I wish people, I'm hoping, and I'm please do not let the freaking LGBTQ++++ whoever people, the Tumblr guys, find out what happened in Cold Steel 3 with one of the characters. Oh, let's not. Anyway, what would your reaction be if it happened? Nah, I'm doubting that one. I'll be surprised if that happened. Hey appabend, still playing Breath of the Wild. I also finished watching the whole Eva series, including the rebuild movies, and I enjoyed it, so I'll watch 3.0 plus 1.0 when it comes out soon. Guess I'll watch Fully Clean next. I watched the last episode of Astartes a couple of hours ago. Give this man a movie, a studio, and a successor chapter already. Alright. I've been playing the Clannad visual novel this past 2 weeks. Boy, it's really long. Oof. I went through 2 or 3 different actions. Patrolling the wasteland almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter, kind of like the medieval remake. Kind of, I guess. Outside of NCR or Legion, which factions and companions do you like in New Vegas? Companions, if you're gonna talk about companions, New Vegas definitely has the best companions out of all like the first-person shooter Fallout games compared to 4 and compared to 3. New Vegas has the best companions, the best stories, the best, it has more vibrant and they're unique. They have great personality. Boone, Cassidy, Veronica, all of those characters, really love their stories, really love that they're intriguing, really love the fact that depending on how you do the quest, they will have different bonuses on their outcomes. Depending, you can essentially shape them into someone that into a character that you want. They can either be I don't know, it's been a while since I played Vegas, but they can be more resentful or more forgiving. That gives them different stats and everything like that. That's kind of cool. And yeah, I like that. So, oh yes, 6 stream boys. 6 stream boys. That charm that original Final Fantasy VII has can also be found in the original Resident Evil 3. Would you agree? I actually agree. I agree very much. And the thing about Resident Evil, I played Resident Evil 3, the original. That is also, again, the charm of Resident Evil 2 and 3. As much as I like the remake of Resident Evil 2 and 3 also, even if it's overpriced as fuck, there is still no way for you to replace the charm that was the original Resident Evil 3. And you can pretty much stick up cheats in there too. So, might get when all 3 parts are out. Well, your choice, but that's not for me. Hey Appa, can you recommend any potion combination, restore health and magic, etc. that I can make in The Elder Scrolls Oblivion? I don't do a lot of alchemy in Oblivion. Alchemy? Is that what you call it? Alchemy? I don't do a lot of that in Oblivion. I just buy potions and just buy them. Although, the funny thing is, I do a lot of that in Skyrim because that's the best way for you to sell shit. That's the best way for you to get money. You just mix and match a bunch of ingredients that you find in the wild. You collect them all, collect all of these ingredients. You just mix and match them. And then once you're done, you create like this potion that will cause something. And then you just sell it to everybody and just have a lot of cash. But the problem is, I wanted to do that until I've realized that Skyrim gives you too many fucking cash. That's why you need to mod the game and rebalance everything like that. And actually, just rebalance the entire thing. So I like NCR, but when I heard that one of the president led it for 52 years, I realized it was a broken system. When I heard that one president led it for 52 years, I realized it was a broken system. Then change it. Actually, one of the things that I really don't like about New Vegas is the fact that the main character doesn't really have as much as power as I wanted to be. Like maybe have some endings. Some regions have them with NCR. Some regions have it by Brotherhood. Some regions by Caesar. Actually, no. The Caesar should be fucking wiped out in general. Maybe have them be independent one where actually that's the yes man ending. But I'm just saying, I just wish that, or maybe have the courier just straight up rule the fucking world. Have the courier as the president of the fucking wasteland. That would be an ending that I fucking want. That's technically the yes man ending, but no, I need something just a little bit more powerful, something a little bit more dictator. Just give that dictator power to the freaking courier. And good karma, bad karma depends entirely on the courier. So I don't know. I just want a much more powerful ending on the variation of the endings. Are you gonna get Sakura Wars at the end of the month? Not interested. I got Spurs. I go jingle, 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 jingle. I'm still salty for my lost bet with a friend. I said the world would end with an ecological crisis a la Mad Max. She said it was a virus Resident Evil style. Ooh, yikes. Have you heard about the Funimation hoopla? Which Funimation hoopla? The one that I talked about last week, where they said that they're gonna take over anime or whatever, which they don't. They're not. They are not. They're merely able to suggest certain ideas to the Japanese creators. The Japanese creators can tell them to go fuck themselves, which for the most part, they tend to do so. So it's gonna be a while before I try out Resident Evil 3. I know that they stayed faithful to that game's length, but the price at the moment doesn't justify it. It's really not. The price for that game is just not. It's not worth it. As much as I love Resident Evil, it's just the price for that one is just not worth it. So yeah. Anyway, let's see. Are you excited for Horizon Zero Dawn when it comes to PC? I like Horizon Zero Dawn. I talk about that in my game history, in my gaming history video when I was started from the bottom and now I'm here. That video, I talk about that in that one. I'm legitimately excited for that one, but hopefully that can be sold at a much cheaper price than originally. And I bought it originally. Stalker or Fallout? Oh, that's a good question. If we're gonna talk about atmosphere, if we're gonna talk about realism, if we're gonna talk about grittiness, Stalker without a doubt. But if I want something a little bit more stylized, a little bit more casual, a little bit more relaxing, laid back, definitely Fallout. Stalker is definitely for those who are very, very hardcore into the apocalypse, into the post-apocalyptic genre. But Fallout is for the casuals. Fallout is just for the casuals in general. So starting at 3 would be like starting Lord of the Rings from the Return and watching the trilogy backwards. Exactly. So how's the quarantine over there? Found myself with way more time and got back into my roguelites like Wizard of Legends or Dead Cells. Quarantine over here is just fine. I've just been chilling and playing video games, playing more Trails, and not doing any videos because I've been playing more Trails. Yeah. Once I can finally take action on buying the parts I need to upgrade the PC, I will be able to play newer games and Generation 6 to 8 on PC ROMs. All right. Press X to doubt. Yeah, exactly. Press X to doubt on that Wuhan is the safest place in China. Oof. Nah. Nobody told me that the writer of Seikon no Quasar had made another manga. Been binging it lately. I wish I can enjoy playing games, but I have to finish my essay in order for me to pass English and clean my home to control my allergies. Well, that's a shame. There's no more in Basing Say. Yeah. Remember that Wuhan stopped having death due to the virus right after they kicked out all foreign reporters? What do you think of Final Fantasy VII Remake so far? I didn't play the game, haven't played the game, not really interested in the game. I'm still sticking with the original. I love Emma so much. Providing you got to it yet, is it just me or does Chapter 3 in Cold Steel 3 just go on and on? I expected that chapter to end 3 different times. Which chapter was that? Was that right after the Crossbell arc? I think that was the chapter where you go to the lake area, to the sea area. I forgot what it's called. It's on the same length as any other chapters. I don't think it goes on and on. It's the same. I don't feel like it goes on and on. Some part of me wants a Super Metroid remake, but I have the feeling that I won't catch the magic and spirit of the original. Oh, yeah. Indie FPS. I've heard good things about Deadlock, but never played it. Wuhan is as safe as a daycare run by Casey Anthony. The first Final Fantasy game I have as a kid, Final Fantasy VI, and it has the best music ever. I actually use Final Fantasy VI music for the victory theme because, man, it's been a while since I played Final Fantasy VI. It's pretty good. If I were you, I would be aware California is into, and we'll get to that. I have the same weird, god damn it, auto scroll. I have the same weird nostalgia for Final Fantasy VII, but I'll try the remake. Sure, go ahead and try that. I'm not forcing you not to. It's just my opinion. Paranoia Agent is really underrated, but the story is totally mindfuck a little bit. All right. One thing I noticed about the Trails series is that they couldn't make up their mind whether or not it's steampunk or cyberpunk setting. Actually, Trails, I'm going to talk about this in a video, but Trails has a very unique universe in a sense that it's a combination between, I would say it's steampunk because it's not based, a lot of the technology is not based on steam. It's based on orbal technology, which is more like orb punk. So it's orb punk technology, which can lead to phones, which can lead to vacuum cleaners, which can lead to cars, which can lead to laundry machines that Laura broke every single fucking time because she's a fucking boomer. But it's kind of weird. It's really weird aesthetic that I actually kind of like. It's very different. It's very unique compared to in our games. I don't think there's any game that I know of that actually took the Trails aesthetic, the Trails sorts of aesthetic. And it's the sort of universe that you kind of want to live in there too. The orb punk set aesthetic. And I kind of like that. A bit of a mix between medieval sorts of, people still use swords, but there's also freaking mech around. There's also freaking magic in there. A bit of a nice mix between modern sci-fi and fantasy. And I kind of like that. For me. So yeah. Dragon Quest is better than Final Fantasy. Well, debatable on that one. Finally hoarded through enough shekels to buy myself the rule book of the tabletop soccer RPG. I missed the 69 for 20 sub special. I don't remember that having the 69 for 20 sub special. Appa, am I the only one who thinks that the best anime of all time argument is stupid? That depends. Depends on the person who said it. Like the thing about if you have say an anime that you consider the best of all time, I don't care if you consider it the best of all time. I just care how you explain it. Like, how do you explain why do you think that this anime, for example, like if you say Naruto, for example, is the best anime of all time, which I don't, but if you can explain it in a way that makes me go, oh, I see where you're getting at, I see where you're going for by this explanation, then sure enough, I'll buy that explanation. But if you say that, just say this anime is the best of all time and any other people's choice for best anime of all time is stupid, yeah, I have a problem with that. My issue with is if you say that something is good, if you say that something is bad, sure, you can say that, but at least explain it in a manner that most people can go, oh, I see where you're getting at. Because sometimes people say something is bad or something is good, but they tend to miss a bunch of things. Like one of the examples is the upper echelon review of Doom Eternal. Like he really doesn't understand the game's mechanics, which is why he said that the game is very flawed, even though the flaw is on him. So yeah, it's been a lot. So sorry if this already is already been brought up by chat, but lol, that shoplifting shithead got booted off of Patreon or another side where she was. We'll get to that. Don't worry, it was Kofi, but we'll get to that. I want the title of Ultimate Emma fanboy. Is your bro sleeping? Oh, I wanted to ask him an embarrassing story about you. Sure, you can go ahead and DM him yourself, I guess. Play Zero or Owl before Cold Steel. You can, but actually, that's a good. Actually, play Trails in the Sky. Play the Liberal Arc Trails in the Sky trilogy before you play Zero and Azure, Zero or Owl, and then you play Cold Steel. That's the intended order, but there is nothing. But I started with Cold Steel first, and it's only in Cold Steel 2 where I realized, oh, these characters, I don't know who these characters are. Why do I have to play these characters? Oh, it turns out they're part of a multi-fucking universe. So yeah, that's not a bad recommendation. But playing Zero and Owl before Cold Steel, you play Zero and then you have Estelle and Jocelyn. I was like, who the hell are these two? And then you realize, oh, these two are from previous games, and I have to play those first. So yeah, might as well play it in order. I have the same feeling about most modern remakes. Like, I would rather play original Resident Evil 3 because there's something haunting about the pre-rendered backgrounds that 3D engine just can't replicate. Yeah, exactly. Finally started playing Trails in the Sky. Who boy, oof. Do the Crossbow games tell what happened? Do the Crossbow games tell what happened when the Azure Tree appeared? Oh, hell yes. Absolutely hell fucking yes. The Crossbow games explain what happened when the Azure Tree appeared. Hell fucking yes, they did. Definitely played that shit. 10 Trails games really is the new Suikoden. Suplex an animal abuser. Yeah, exactly. I'll suplex the animal abuser. Did anybody actually watch Izuzuka reviewers? People ironically like Izuzuka reviewers, but or sometimes unironically, but I don't recall people actually watch them religiously or actually watch them for real. Like, yeah, maybe some of them in the chat, but not me. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles anime. The Turtles series is a weird mix of fantasy, steampunk, and fantasy sci-fi. Yeah. Did you know that Final Space Battleship Yamato film is one of the longest anime films ever? How long is that? If you say that it's the longest anime film ever, maybe mention the length of the anime so that I can judge if it's the longest anime ever. Begone the animal abuser. Is that a baby in the background? No, that's my captive held hostage, my brother. Bad Black killed Captain Alex. Falcom is legendary. Do you recommend Resident Evil 3 remake at $20? Otherwise, stay the hell away from Resident Evil 3 remake. 40 years of Falcom. Persona used to be niche. SMT is still niche, actually. Gotta think of it. Yeah, compared to Persona, SMT is still niche because it really isn't a lot of SMT games. There isn't really a lot of SMT games being released in the past, like, what, 10 years? 5 years? So, in a way, it's good that it has stayed niche. Yeah, it is. What was the other character in Trails of Cold Steel 3? What was the game they are from? What was the other characters in Trails of Cold Steel 3? What was the game they are from? Okay. Randy is from the Crossbell games. Tina Russell is from the Trails of the Sky games. Prince Oliver is from Trails in the Sky, which I didn't know when I played Cold Steel 1 and 2. I thought the character is from those games, but it turns out this character is originally from Trails in the Sky, being brought all the way up to Cold Steel 3. Mueller is from Cold Steel 3. Agate is from Trails in the Sky. Freaking... God, there's so many of them. So many of them from the previous games. The Fool is from Trails in the Sky. First appeared in Trails in the Sky. Siegfried, sort of, I guess. Trails in the Sky, but yeah, there's just a long list. There's a bunch of characters in Cold Steel 3 that are from the previous games. Trying to learn how to draw again. Theo also from Theo from Crossbell. Trying to learn how to draw again in order to get the not safe for work market and survive this madness. Have you ever played Chex Quest? I know Chex Quest. What about it? It's a Doom clone involving the popular breakfast cereal Chex. Yes, I know about it. I haven't played it, but I did watch. I think it was Lazy Game Reviews, LGR's review for it. Yeah. If Trails is like the MCU, who is Nick Fury of that world? The Nick Fury of that world? Ooh, that's a good question. Who is the Nick Fury of the Trails series? I wouldn't say Cassius Bright. He appears. He doesn't really appear in a lot of the games. That's a good question, actually. I can't really say who's the Nick Fury in that game. There is a villain-esque Nick Fury in that game, the Chancellor Osborne, but he turns a villain because he's the villain on that one. It's kind of weird. I don't think that there's like an equivalent for that one. Dragon Quest is niche only in the West. In Japan, they pretty much had to ask the publisher to not release it on a weekday. Yeah. Cold Steel 3 has the gay. Oh, hell yes. Hell fucking yes, Cold Steel 3 has the gay. But it's very obvious. Very, very obvious. Completely in your face. And let's just say that it's a yikes on that one too. To be honest though, would you really want Trails to go mainstream? Hell fucking no. No, I do not want Trails to go mainstream. What I want people to do is to play. What I want people to do is to enjoy Trails for what it is. And not try to like change it into something else. I want Trails to stay where it is. It's a still niche game for a bunch of people who enjoy the series, and I want it to be that way. And I don't want it to go mainstream. I don't want it to be like Persona, where you got a bunch of these Tumblrites making articles, making stupid talks about how this character is problematic or something along those lines. Nah. No thanks. Do you ever feel that some people are incapable of finding objective enjoyment in a work of entertainment? Yes, unfortunately, and we'll get to one example in a bit by One Angry Boomer because he always does that. He always goes every single time a gay character appears on the screen. It's like, this is definitely SJW progressive propaganda. And my question is, if that happens, if that happens to you every single time you see a gay character, how can you enjoy shit? How can you enjoy life? Like, one of the things that I encourage people to do is to enjoy life for what it is. And sure, there are a lot of flaws. Sure, there are a lot of things that are just really, really bad about life in general. But if you cannot find that thing that you enjoy, and you cannot overlook a lot of the flaws that people, because not everything is perfect, you're gonna feel that dissatisfaction constantly. You're gonna feel that rage, that anger that doesn't fulfill you. And what I'm saying, encouraging people, is to just keep playing what you love. Just keep doing what you love to do, and just enjoy it. It's for the good of your sanity, so that you don't be like One Angry Boomer. But yeah, so actually, I missed this one. Given what happens to certain anime, yeah, I had to talk about that. I played all the 3 Cold Steel games last year. Best thing I ever did. Oh, it's a lot better if you play the Crossbell games and Trails in the Sky as well, because again, you need to play those games for the big end game event, which is Cold Steel 4. Cold Steel 4 is like the end game for all its features. Estelle is in there, Lloyd is in there, big end game event, crossover, full crossover. I want Shara to be in there, I want Zin to be in there as well. So just reviewed Trails already. Yes, it's coming. It's coming. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's coming. Would you rather have a small community or a big community infected with normies and SJWs? I would rather have a small community. I would rather have people that I know, that people I can hang out with, people that are peaceful, that I can have fun with, that I can, that at least can be, makes me sound like a dictator, but no, at least they can control themselves. At least they can control themselves and not go freaking riots and everything like that. And yeah, something along those lines. 6760 donate to $1. Wish I can play games like the rest of you, but I have to finish my assignments to pass English and clean my home to maintain my allergies. Well, yeah, the thing about the thing about college work is that I only have my paper to finish, and thanks to this whole COVID-19 bullcrap, my freaking professors are basically like, yeah, we're just gonna take the holiday. We're just gonna take the leave and try to not work too much on our homes. But anyway, thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. So, what was the game that crosses with Trails of Cold Steel? One day to look it up. It's Ys. Ys, the same game from Neon Falcon that crosses over with the Trails of Cold Steel series. It's the Ys series, which I haven't got myself into because they're practically chronological from start to finish. So, funnily enough, I got introduced to Dragon Quest via an anime. It was only like 10 years later that I realized that anime was an adaptation inspired by Dragon Quest 3. I got to play that on the SNES emulator, and hoo boy. What do you think we would look like in the Parappa the Rapper universe? I think somebody already made a fan art that kind of makes me look like in the Parappa the Rapper universe, but I don't know. Men die more from coronavirus, women most affected. Cold Steel 4, I cannot wait. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I don't have too much hopes for Trail's character to join Smash because of how niche it is, but man, I would love it if Estelle or Rain joined Smash, as unlikely it is. It's nah. What games do I have to play before Trails of Cold Steel 3, aside from number 1 and 2? Play the Crossbell games, Zero and Azure. They're on the PSP. They're not localized officially. They have been unofficially translated to English. So get the English patch version of Zero no Kiseki and Ao no Kiseki. Play those games before you play Cold Steel 3 because there are two characters, actually a bunch of characters that are important, a bunch of events that are important from the Crossbell games carry over to Cold Steel 3. And then after that, don't play Cold Steel 3. You can play Cold Steel 3 right now, right there, but there are a bunch of characters from Trails in the Sky as well. Play the trilogy, Trails in the Sky trilogy there too. So, Cold Steel, Crossbell arc, and then the Libel arc, the Trails in the Sky trilogy, and then the Crossbell games. So, actually in either order. So, hey appabend, did you watch the Konosuba movie? I haven't seen the Konosuba movie because more Trails. So, Brotherhood of Steel is power armor, ergo they are right. I don't think remakes can ever 100% copy the charm of the original, in my opinion. Yeah, that's true. At least, the least that you can do with a remake is be good. And that's what Resident Evil 2 remake is for me. It's at least good. And Resident Evil 3 remake is also at least good if they freaking drop the freaking price for that shit, because that shit is expensive. Good Morgan Appa, quarantine extended till the 28th of April and it hurts. I've only played Resident Evil 5, but Resident Evil 3 remake does look kind of fun. I watched a little bit of Cold Steel 4 with English subtitles on February 9th channel. I just couldn't wait. Oof. Ugh. Iron Dagger forging is true way to level and make money. No anime to watch this season? Not really. Personally, I don't see the virus going away for a year or two or at all from what I'm reading from Metacore. Nah. Yeah, so I do that in Breath of the Wild, 52 years. I remember that in Oblivion, you can use a 1-second hex protection or something to be able to equip the boots of blinding speed without getting blinded. I like your old avatar. Well, what else is new? Praises New Vegas and this is Skyrim. Angry Todd noises. I mostly loot the bandits, all the stuff, and sell it. Fallout should have had 1,000 more endings. Done. Better game. In Skyrim, you can reach 100 level smithing faster by making a shit ton iron daggers. Well, there you go. Then put the Fallout in China or Russia. Which range of years do you think anime definitely peak in quality? For me, it's 1994 to 2010. I haven't seen a lot of animes in those decades, I suppose. So I can't really judge. So. Oh yeah, also got caught up to JoJo. Love Goldwind, but hated how they renamed all the stands, so it was a little hard to figure out all the music references. Yeah, that's the problem with licensing between the countries and like that. I tried to watch the game with fan sub instead of the official sub, because the fan sub actually retains the names of the original stands. But that being said, the characters actually try to speak the English name of the stands, in Japanese at least. But so yeah, there's that too. Let's see. Do you think that Sony is putting their games on the PC to offset the initial loss from the PS5 launch? I have no idea. I don't know why they would do that, but we'll see. Sorry, but I love Massacre Degenerates in the Mojave Caesar's Legion is best faction. Well, good for you. You should be hanged. The Oblivion's Mage Guild has more plot, character, and intrigue than any Skyrim plot. There you go. I hope some of you activate song requests. I got some bangers on my playlist. Nah, fam. Jill lifting a railgun was just absolute bullshit. They made that crap, but a skirt is too unreal, of course. Yeah, the thing is, you need to be able to like balance it out. You either need to be completely and totally realistic, but also at the same time not totally unrealistic. It's kind of weird. You need to find that balance, and I'd say I just don't really. I just don't really care about the skirt change in general. The dead body move. I bought a Switch Lite just for play Smash and Animal Crossing. So what did you recommend to do for configuration? I don't have a Switch Lite, so I can't really recommend anything for configuration because I don't have a Switch Lite. Why would you own a Switch Lite? Actually, I can understand why some people would own a Switch Lite, but I just prefer the original Switch. Let's see. How dare you choose between the cheeky breaky over Toddward's Folly? Recommend any visual novel with multiple ending. Katao Shoujo, of course. Of course, I would recommend Katao Shoujo. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make a visual novel. I'm gonna make a video on If My Heart Had Wings because I thought that visual novel is pretty freaking good. The soundtrack for that visual novel is one of the best soundtrack in anything that I've ever played. Really fucking good soundtrack. I still fucking can't get a lot of music out of my head. It's really fucking good. And then Hatsukoi. Hatsukoi is also another visual novel that I would recommend because that one is pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward, no nonsense, just completely bog standard visual novel that does the job really well, and it does the job. So I have more mods in Skyrim than Gmod. I'll do one better. I'll just skip the entire trilogy. What trilogy? Futas with or without balls. This is really important. Choose your words carefully, my man. Have you played Hollow Knight? I have played Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight's fucking awesome. And I also kind of feel bad for Hollow Knight because if Cuphead didn't get released at the same time as Hollow Knight would be my favorite indie game of that time. But unfortunately, Cuphead isn't there, and bad timing for Hollow Knight. Hardee's, Carl's Jr. have eggplant burgers. Not sure if they serve them in Carl's Jr. in Indonesia. I don't remember. I do remember being in Carl's Jr. I don't remember seeing Carl's Jr. in Surabaya, but they're not that frequent. So I get to play Cold Steel 3 with everything max and all options enabled at 144 FPS, but the moment I alt-tab and come back to the game, the max FPS is 72. I'm forced to restart the game to fix that. Actually, Cold Steel 3 in general is rather wonky in the PC version. I maxed out the settings, but the game just couldn't really get into... This is a 1660 Ti with a 6-core CPU, but it couldn't really get like... It cannot get to a maximum of 60 FPS constantly. There are some parts of the game where it just dropped to 30. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? So I decided to lower the game to high, and then the game would actually run at constant 60 FPS. That's kind of weird. So, are you gonna make a video about Trail series just like you do with Fate or Katao Shoujo style? Hell fucking yes, I would. So, I'm getting bored. I want to go back to work already. Stupid fucking virus. The dead body move again. Quasar and Nectar are goddess borderline hentai, and no one should say otherwise. Final Fantasy VII is episodic. That alone makes it not worth it. Who says they love Emma? I need to make a fellow brother of the Emma fan club. Each Trails game is very long. Exactly. It's very, very long. That's why there's a lot of like emotional sorts of baggage in it, and I kind of like that. What did you... I got freaking auto scroll. Freaking, of course. Okay, there you go. What did you watch Kimetsu no Yaiba? What do you mean, what did you... Have I seen Kimetsu no Yaiba? Is that your question? I have never seen it, but I've read the manga way past the actual ending, way past the spider arc. I've been on the part where they basically ripped off Inception because it fucking is. They're on a train and they go to the dream world. It's fucking Inception. It's fucking stupid. But I enjoyed it, but it's a shonen, so not really enjoying it as much as a lot of people do, but it's fine. Extremely long if you play all the games that are in English. Know any anime that has the same vibes as Slayers? Not really. Final Fantasy 6 is Final Fantasy 3. Depends on who you're saying. First Final Fantasy game I played was 12. The first one I played was 6. So, it is science fantasy, goddammit. I just remembered the original Final Fantasy 7 is on the Switch. If me and the chat would play which version of Final Fantasy 7 to play, it would be the original. Well, there you go. Or punk. It is science fantasy. Do you think that aliens have their own galactic internet and that our highest bandwidth is too shit to access it yet? The power of orbital technology. Appa, there's a corpse behind you. Yeah, I need to smash the head a couple of times before it's actually dead. Is California trying to become the new Florida? I don't know. Hey, appabend, after playing Missed Messages and being super disappointed at that excuse of visual novel, what visual novel do you recommend me to play? I have no idea what Missed Messages is. Oh. Huh. I don't think I know about that one, but all right. If you're disappointed by that, well, I guess you I guess there's that. I recommend Katao Shoujo if you haven't played it already. I did a video on that. Hatsukoi 1/1. If you would just want a straightforward, basic visual novel with high school characters and high school students and all that glory hentais and everything like that. If My Heart Had Wings is also pretty good too. But don't buy them on Steam because they censored it, obviously. If you want the hentai scenes too, definitely get the uncensored version on that one. But it's got a bit difficult to find. So, orbital technology is pretty much electricity plus some magic. Trails of Cold Steel is essentially just Falcom going, fuck it, include everything. Yes. Orbital iPhones in Cold Steel 3. Orbital Punk. Dragon Quest is better since it doesn't take itself as seriously. Appa, will you ever try a Super Robot War game? I don't think I will because I'm not really that much of a mecha fan to truly enjoy the Super Robot War series. So, who would you say is the most shit girl of all time? That's a very broad question. Depends. Which game? Which anime? I kept going to your live stream to remind myself we're good. Okay. Shit anime is subjective in my opinion. Haven't heard of your response, but any good anime this season? I'm mostly playing Trails, so I couldn't really say which anime is good this season. So, Ghost in Panzer is the best anime of all time, no question. If you had to be reborn as a trash tier mob from an old RPG, slime, goblins, etc., which one would you pick? Video game specific mobs are allowed. I like slime. I like being a slime. Why not? Suzy Lou Hoopla. Ooh. I don't want to get copy strike from her, so I'll let other people talk about that one too. Seattle is full SJW. It will pardon shoplifting and robberies under $600, but intimately arrest anyone who uses a slur, regardless of context. Ugh. Have you watched the Trails OVA? I haven't seen the Trails OVA, so where do I DM? You can DM my brother. Actually, I forgot his Twitter account because he barely used it. He just used it to like stuff on his account. He doesn't use it to tweet. So, do you recommend Final Fantasy 15 for a beginner at the Final Fantasy universe like me? No, hell no. I do not recommend Final Fantasy 15. Do you have a PS4? Sure. I guess you can play Final Fantasy 15, but I do not recommend that. I recommend Final Fantasy for the beginners. 10 at least. 10 is like the most accessible out of all the Final Fantasy games out there. The 10, especially the 10, got remastered, especially. But if you want the good stuff, if you don't mind NES graphics and you want the games to play on your phone or whatever, because I play mostly Final Fantasy 6 and the older, and like Chrono Trigger, I played it on my phone. Played these games on my phone. If you want those sort of games, definitely Final Fantasy 6. That's the one that I recommend. That reminds me of this week, I saw probably the worst anime tier list I've ever seen, where they say One Punch Man is better than Eva. That's actually not a bad take. And I don't really like One Punch Man. Speaking of Final Fantasy VII, have you heard of Final Fantasy VII Machina Bridge? I haven't seen it. So my friends just keep asking me why I don't like being barefoot. Should I tell them I just don't like it? I don't know. I mean, I'm being barefoot right now. But that sounds like a bait to show me my feet. But I wonder how they will handle Calvart Republic arc. I wonder too. I want to see how they do the Calvart Republic. But there's gonna be a new enemy. Hopefully they're gonna do it in Hajimari no Kiseki. That's gonna be Calvart arc. If that's gonna be Calvart arc, I'm fucking excited. Appa, have you seen the Doom Eternal Animal Crossing crossover? There are so many freaking Doom Eternal Animal Crossing crossover. I'm pretty much lost count. But it's been done for a while now. So, hi appabend, I recently been hooked on Snack World now that the anime has subs. It's amazing how much the dub butchers it. I thought we were past this bullshit after 4Kids died. Then don't watch the dubs. I don't recommend that. Watch the fan subs instead. Don't mind anyone declaring an anime great or awful. Just have issues when factually incorrect statements are made for them. Yeah. Crossbell is on the PS4. Yes, the Crossbell games are on the PS4. On Japanese. You want to learn Japanese? Then go ahead and learn Japanese. Trails is more complicated than Kingdom Hearts. Debatable. Yeah, Interspecies Reviewers was great. It was unironically a fun show. Izuzuka was great. You confessed to your childhood friend, then you got NTR'd. You went full revenge on the cheater, only for your childhood friend to take revenge on you. Had something for everyone, even the GILF lovers. The GILF lovers. I watch clips, pushing the boundaries of ecchi. Izuzuka Reviewers is unironically good. I miss those bros. Now it's over. Season 2 when? Izuzuka, I only watched the first 3 episodes. It was fun. I just wasn't that invested in the series. What do you do to your personal slave in the back before streaming? He usually woke up. early to play some games and shit. But for now, he's fucking tired. He's dead. SMT's niche, Persona isn't. Yeah. SMT is still niche. So, do you recommend the original Resident Evil 3 to a modern audience? If you can tolerate PS1 graphics, sure. But yeah, if you can tolerate PS1 graphics, then I recommend the original Resident Evil 3 easily. So, I saw some Persona 5 merch at GameStop one time. I sent you another email. I don't have time to read because I'm still streaming now. So, never seen SMT merch though. Yeah. Digital Devil Saga is even more niche. Exactly. Also in that list, AniTwitter voted Beastars as the best anime ever over Eva, Hunter x Hunter, and Hunter x Hunter and other. No mention of Ghost in the Shell. I don't know. Well, I guess AniTwitter is shit, I guess. Or their taste is shit. I need to finish Interspecies Review, which is one of the few 2020 anime that got my interest. Emma or Elisa? Emma. Easily, without a shadow of a doubt. How do you do, Appa in chat? What is your favorite anime from your genre? What is my genre? My genre is mostly thriller, psychological mystery thriller. That would be Perfect Blue and Monster. Those are two of my favorite animes. So I actually haven't finished Monster the anime, but the manga's freaking great. So I have Trails in the Sky 1, need to play more of it, and the second and third Trails in the Sky. Yeah, you should. Rare games to make a remake of. Secret of Evermore might be interesting. I want to play Vegan Story. It's one of those games that I thought, might be interesting to take a look at. Estelle in Cold Steel 4 along with Joshua. Of course. Again, because Cold Steel 4 is the big Avengers Endgame event for the Trails Cinematic Universe. Have you heard of the anime Summer Wars? Oh, hell yes, I've heard of the anime Summer Wars. It's one of my favorite anime films. Or Kenichi World's Mightiest Disciple. I haven't heard that one. My barrier for if something is niche is if my family asks me about it, my nephew asked me about Persona 5. Okay. Stream keeps lagging on my laptop and I can't tell whether it's Appa's internet or the fact that I have 17 tabs open. Duvali is from Crossbell 2. Actually, yeah, Duvali is from Crossbell 2. So, Sherazard is in Cold Steel 4 too. Raging Golden Eagle reviews. I would like that, lol. I've been thinking about getting a PS4 or Switch. I'm also indecisive as fuck. Does anyone know which to get over quarantine and game recommendations? Help, I am bored. Well, that depends entirely. Do you want to get a PS3 or a PS4 or the Switch? Do you like the portability? Do you like video games that are centered on RPG? Do you like video games not being censored? Then definitely get a Nintendo Switch. But do you like games? Do you like to play the latest AAA games without spending too much on the gaming PC? You just want to play and just be done with it. Then definitely get a PS4. It depends on what you need. Some people need certain things in their console choices. Some people need others. I personally would just get a freaking PC. But yeah, there's that. Delicious Brown. Who is the Captain America? That is also a good question. I suppose I would say Lloyd is the Captain America. Lloyd is the Captain America and Reen is the Iron Man. Actually, no. It's really weird. It's hard. It's kind of hard to compare that to the MCU in general. Other than the fact that it's it's just a universe that's connecting the games. What thing have the Trail series that have you loved the series more than other JRPG like Persona, SMT, or Tale series? Oh, that's a very good question. First off, easily, without a doubt, it's the universe. The Trails universe compared to Persona, which is basically the modern times. Persona is just basically the modern times. SMT has its own really amazing universe, but it's mostly dark and gritty. And Trails is a little bit more balanced. At some point, it's dark, but at some point, it's also lighthearted. There are some really fun moments. There are some really dark moments in the entire freaking universe. And I love that sort of balance. It feels real. The universe, despite being fictional, it feels like the kind of universe that you can live into. That the world and the city and all the regions and all the continent and everything like that, all the lore, all the history, it feels like they're actually putting a lot of effort and putting into it. And I love the fact that Cold Steel 1 basically acts like a museum tour for the entire Erebonia continent, for a lot of the regions in Erebonia. It pretty much acts as a museum. So you just go with characters and you go to each and every place in Erebonia and try to learn their history, learn their everything like that, and learn their characters too while you're at it, and learn about the game and learn about the intrigue and learn what's happening in the world. It's so great. It's so vast. It's so expansive. I freaking love that a lot more so than the other games, like the Tales series. Don't get me wrong, I love the Tales games, but they're very self-contained. They only have one universe for every Tales games. There's never been a game that is actually connecting from one Tales. Only some. Okay, some Tales games, but it's only in Trails where they have several games taking place in the same universe in the same timeline in different regions, but it's also expansive, connected from one region after another. It's freaking amazing. I love I just love the Trails series. So yeah, go mainstream, go into the shitter. Trails is too long to go into the mainstream. Yeah, true. I can say the same for Senran Kagura. Though I wonder what anime from the spring season is worth checking out. I haven't been checking out, so Trails should never become mainstream. It should never become mainstream at all. Devs will be forced to bow down to retards on Twitter. Exactly. The gringo flag on the background. Yeah, my brother's like being covered on the freaking American flag in there. I get it now. I see. Trails in the Sky is the first 3, then Crossbell Arc. After will be the main Trails of Cold Steel games. Yeah, bingo. You got that. Exactly that way. That's exactly that. Anybody know of any completed The Guardian Legend fan games? I don't know. One angry boomer cannot enjoy the purity of girl on girl. Not enough Sylvandos in the media LGBT bundle. I played the Gargaf trilogy sort of backward. Have you heard of manga Gleipnir? The first episode of the anime just came out this season and the adaptation looks really good. I haven't seen it. I haven't read it. So the less you care about the things that is out of your control, the happier you will be. What used game have you played? I have never played any used game and kind of not interested. It's also really long. It's also a very long game too. So also Onward was actually all right. People need to stop tripping like One Angry Boomer. I have the first Trails of the Sky game on Steam. You should play it. Also play second chapter, Trails of the Sky SC. That's the second game. And then the third, obviously the third game. Broad question. Are people on YouTube too negative? Hell fucking yes. Hell fucking yes, they are too negative. A lot of YouTube thrives on criticism. YouTube thrives on people criticizing others or people criticizing corporations or things criticizing other things. People criticizing other people. That's what YouTube thrives on. And the algorithm really freaking rewards that. It rewards that negativity. It rewards people. It makes people, especially with drama channels in general, it makes people to go numb. They don't like positivity. The internet in general doesn't really like positivity. They like that negativity. They like when people trash talk about other things or other people or video games or anime or whatever. It thrives on negativity. It thrives on criticism, which is why I highly encourage people to not watch a lot of YouTube too much, especially the drama channels. Watch things that might be relaxing. Like for me at least, my comfort zone would be tech channels. I love PC building, I love tech channels, and any of their videos, I'll watch them. They're educational, they're fun to watch. For me, that's my comfort zone. Watch any other videos that doesn't revolve around criticism. Maybe comedy videos or informational videos or something along those lines. Yeah, it's true. YouTube are due to negative, and they absolutely thrive on that negativity. A lot of channels thrive on that negativity. So yeah. Are they just as guilty on looking for controversy and only controversy in things as mainstream journalists are? In a lot of ways, yeah. And I admit I can be guilty on that part too, which is why a lot of times is one of my issues that I have is that I don't usually make a lot of videos lately because a lot of the controversies that people talk about is just too fucking stupid. Like, why are you? Don't make videos on this. Like, pretty much 80 to 90% of videos, like say from the quartering, for example, you go, why would you make a video on that? I thought you made a video on that one again. Like, why would you do that? I know why would he do that. He wants to get the clicks. That's what he does on his channel, but it's just not the sort of thing that I want to build my reputation on. It's just my opinion. But if that's your thing, good for you, I guess. And here in the mainstream, we're just having a laugh. We're just having a good time. We're just laughing at people and cringing at other people's stupidity. That's what we do here every week. And do it every week. We don't do it every day because that is mentally freaking taxing to pretty much everyone. So, your favorite handheld games? Difficult question. Elaborate on that question. One angry gamer is a political activist. You can count on him to call out the SJWs, but when all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Exactly. Any live view is better than one angry gamer's view. If they don't learn, they may lose it all. What do you think of Team Fortress 2? It's been a while since I played Team Fortress 2, but it's pretty fun when I played it in a while ago. Well, I have the time to play Trails in the Sky and the Crossbow games until Nisa localized the game in English. Which game? The only game that Nisa localized is Cold Steel 3, but yeah, I'd rather have them unofficially localized than being in Nisa, to be honest. Community Discord, when and where? I already have a Discord. Yeah, just download $1 on my Patreon. So small community and people can discover the game. Black Nick Fury is cool in movies because Samuel L. fucking Jackson, but comic book Nick Fury is beta as fuck. How many fucking Fate animes are they gonna make? Actually, I don't know. The thing about Fate is that they're gonna be making it, definitely counting on Fate Go, obviously, because Fate Go is the best, is the biggest thing, the biggest money maker for the Fate series in general. And then Heaven's Feel, because they need to finish Heaven's Feel. They have to eventually finish Heaven's Feel. Would you want the Trail series to get some animes? And if so, hell yes, I want the Trail series to get an anime. How would you want the series to be released? I.e., would you put Trails in the Sky before or after Cold Steel? I would put Trails in the Sky before Cold Steel, without a doubt. I would put it in order. So, yeah. Doom Classic is really fun. It also feels very nostalgic despite me having never played it prior. Yeah, me, kind of feels like, I had the same feeling when I played Doom 64 as well, so. Gay character exists. One angry boomer. He or she is SJW propaganda. So, man, I need to play more used games. Only play as TG CD Remake or used 1 and 2. Played used Origins if no other used game. Which Trails protagonist is your favorite? Good question. I like Lloyd a lot. I personally like Lloyd a lot because the thing about Lloyd is the fact that, especially this is congruent with the game's title, Trails from Zero. Trails from Zero. Zero no Kiseki Trails from Zero. It's the fact that he's a nobody. He's pretty much, he doesn't really have a lot of significant connection. Estelle and Joshua, their dad is a freaking general in the fucking army. A freaking hero. But Lloyd, he just had a brother who is a very good detective. That's literally it. So he just started from the bottom. He's built himself up all the way so that people around can recognize him. And I like that. I like that sort of journey. Reen, not so much on Reen. Maybe on the middle, a little bit above Lloyd, but I just think, I love the fact that Lloyd started from the bottom on that one. At least that's an aspect that I like from him. I found the first one, need to find a patch to be able to play the Crossbell arc. Appa, which franchise would you say is overrated in Japan? I can't really say. Find a franchise that I would consider to be overrated. Like, I enjoy a lot of games in the franchise, but yeah, maybe if you mention it to me. I found the first one, need to find a patch. Actually, you don't really need to find a patch. There is already a version where it's already patched in the first place, already patched firsthand, so. All this talk about Cold Steel is making me want to dive into it. Yes, dive into it. Dive in first. For me, the recommended order is Trails in the Sky Trilogy, the Crossbell games, Zero no Kiseki, Ao no Kiseki, and then Cold Steel. But you can also do it Cold Steel 1, Cold Steel 2, and then Trails in the Sky or the Crossbell games, and then Cold Steel 3. Cold Steel 3, make sure you play it last because that's like the Avengers Infinity War event for the Cold Steel, for the entire Trails series. So, let's see. Resident Evil 3 Remake lacks more content than the original, bruh. Well, I don't know. So, they set up a virus camp right by my house. Let's see. I just realized Appa, when he's waking up his brother, is like a visual representation of my relationship with my alarm clock. I bought Doom 1 plus 2 plus Ultimate on GOG, but I see that those games have mods to play in terms of gameplay. So do you have some tips on configuration? Because I see videos for Steam only. Actually, they're not really that different. Just take the WADs out of the games, like the Doom 1 or the WADs for those, and just freaking put it on the mods. Just in time for the memes. Okay, I haven't read all the freaking chat. Hold on. I forgot that Maya was in some of the King of Fighters games. If my heart had wings equals blah 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 airplanes. I still enjoy it. I still love it. It's great. Only visual novel is currently. Okay, hold on, timer, hold on. Is it odd to play a game trilogy backwards unintentionally, only to find out you played it backwards? It's fine. I played the Cold Steel games completely out of order as well. So freaking, oh man, hold on. Okay, timer, hold on. Okay, one more round. Okay, one more. Just a little bit. What's the difference between a VN comic industry and VN manga industry? Difficult question. When was the last time you played a visual novel? Kadawa Shoujo, I guess, the last time where I released the video. So, aren't JRPGs supposed to be long? Yes. Auto-scroll exists. Appabend, goddammit. Appabend, of all time, the answer for me is the blonde bitch you see me constantly be ranting about. Do you have a Discord? Only on Patreon. Never played Chrono Trigger on mobile phones. It's trash. The controls are infuriatingly awful. Play the game on an emulator for the mobile phone. That's how I played it. So, I'm surprised Sleepy's getting simped on. Lara, best Cold Steel. You're gonna play Doraemon Story of Seasons. I don't. Which one is more rude? Sleeping while someone is streaming or streaming while someone is sleeping? I want to play Trials of Mana on Switch because I don't want to risk the chance of Angela getting censored. Alright. Reed is best protagonist in my retarded opinion, so he gets best hero cap, also my retarded opinion. It's the human malware affected in Indonesia, Heroes Cinematic Universe. I have no idea. I agree on Onward, it was decent. You like the world building because your background of fanfiction? I guess. Maybe. I don't know. My happy place is Grand Illusions. Steam is a national treasure. What's the best story in a hentai you've ever seen? I haven't been paying attention too much on hentai stories. I meant Cold Steel 3. What do you mean in Cold Steel 3? But anyway, finally got to all of them. Oh man, need to work on the pacing on that one. So anyway, where's my timer? Get out of the way, timer, so that I can finally get into. I want to see how bad the intro would go. This is just old intro, but I want to see how 1440p the intro is when I played it. So, let me put the YouTube right there. There you go. Okay, can I? God damn it! I cannot even play it. Okay, whatever. You know what? I'm just gonna play the intro and see how fucking messed up it is. 64 bits, 32 bits, 16 bits, 8 bits, 4 bits, 2 bit, 1 bit, half bit, quarter bit, the Ritz game, and that fucking intro. But fuck me, that was ooh. I don't know. Some people say it's fine, but some people say, ooh, I want that pixels more. But anyway, a bit of a mixed reaction on that one. Quarter bit. Yeah. So let's get into the reference. Let's get into the fan arts. As usual, shekels, guys. Gotta give them the shekels. But you can also appreciate the content through the fan art, ladies and gentlemen. This is a fan art of me eating ice cream from Tanashi, who usually draw not for fan arts of me, but now this is a bit more wholesome. Thank you so much for the fan arts. If you want to send the fan arts, right on Twitter, links down below, or send it through email if you don't have a Twitter and you just hate the Twitter in general. But anyway, more pixels. At least it was playable. Oh, Keemstar. It's only a matter of time before you actually... The last time you were on the stream, surprisingly, you made a good point. One of the few times where you're on the stream, you made a good point talking about video game violence and everything like that. But now, we're gonna clown the shit out of you. So... this is a very funny interaction between dumbasses. So, we got this one over here. A freaking obviously, if you look at this, obviously a Persona stan. Pretty much a Persona stan. Female Ren Amamiya at Persona 5 Royale. Hashtag Keemstar not over party. Stop trying to bribe people to get you uncancelled like you're just making yourself seem worse. Just shut the fuck up already. Anyways, Stan Makoto Yuki. Now, a lot of you pretty much... very evident, very clear. On the front right now, it's Persona. It's a Persona. It's freaking Persona. But Keemstar said it worked. I bought the trending page. Stay mad at K-pop. Game over. Oh, Keemstar. Keem. Oh, Keem. Keemstar. Oh, Keem. That is clearly not K-pop, but that is clearly a video from Persona 3 Dancing Moon Knight, but Keemstar thought it's K-pop. But I'm not exactly surprised, but goddamn. Oh Gnome Star. Gnome Star bringing in the freaking laugh on the stream early. Goddamn, Keem. Goddamn. Hold the fuck up on that one. Oh, what is this? Hello, Pedro. Welcome to the stream once again, Pedro. We're gonna make fun of you again, Pedro. Oh, finally you woke up. Anyway, Pedro coming in. There's this statistics on Faku talking about the most popular hentai tags in America. And as you can see here, Futanari pretty much dominates everything, or at least according to Faku's own statistics, Futanari pretty much dominates everything. And the one thing that I fucking love about this entire thing is the fact that California's most popular tag is fucking Natorare. That's fucking California. Fucking California's tag is fucking Natorare because of fucking course it is. Of fucking course it's fucking Natorare. Yeah. Surprisingly enough, the incest part is not in Alabama. But anyway, what's your take on this, Pedro? Damn, fellas, if you're so into fucking girls with both boobs and a dick, I was right here the entire time. Oh, Pedro, you're going there, huh, you, Pedro? You're gonna compare you, a trans person. You're gonna compare yourself to a futa. Pedro, come on, y'all. Come on, Pedro. I thought that's not a good thing. I thought we agreed that futas are not trans. Or futas in general are not freaking trans. But apparently, I'm gonna have to project myself to the futanari tags. Like, hey, if you want to fuck futas, I'm right here, guys. I'm right here. Fuck me instead of the 2D sims, I guess. Instead of the 2D girls, the 2D futanari girls, I guess. So, as always, it is worth noting how incredibly horny so many people are for trans bodies. Again, I thought we have established that it's not good comparing actual trans people to futas of anime futas. I thought we have agreed on this, but apparently not. Apparently not. Apparently futas are trans. Apparently. Which is not, they're not, don't do this. Come on. Even if too few of them are willing to humanize us enough to admit or act on attraction to trans people. Come on, y'all. What I'm saying is, my career prospects for shameful secret cum-dump are looking pretty strong. Nah, fam. Nah. I'm putting my X on that one. I'm just putting my X on that one, Pedro. This is dumb. Oh, Kotaku coming in with the takes. Oh. Give me your hottest freaking takes, Kotaku. What's the freaking game journalist with their takes? Actually, you know what? There's one game journalist take that I want to put on the front right here. There you go. Right there. I want to put it right at the top, right before I get to everything else, because this one is just fucking stupid. So anyway, Kotaku coming in and said, Final Fantasy VII's easy mode is just way too easy. Final Fantasy VII's easy mode is just way too easy. It's just too easy, guys. It's really, really easy. Actually, what they're trying to say here is the normal mode and the easy mode, the two modes are way too distant with each other. The normal is a bit too hard for the journalists, but the easy is way too easy for the journalists who played the game. Well, I don't know about you, but you've been asking for this for a while. So, you've been asking for this for a while. An easy mode has never ruined a game. Yeah, you asked for this. You have been asking for this. You have been asking for an easy mode. This sort of easy mode, you've been asking for this shit this whole time. So, when Final Fantasy VII remakes easy mode is way too easy, well, you get what you fucking deserve. You absolutely get what you fucking deserve. You asked for this. This is something that okay, moving on. But anyway, he says, the journalist who made this article says that the easy mode gives you too many potions, that he barely healed, that boss attacks are ineffectual, and that otherwise obnoxious enemies go down like it's nothing. In other words, it's working as intended. Come on, y'all. Come on. Welcome to the hell that you created. I'm sorry to say this, but you get what you fucking deserve. You get what you fucking deserve. You played yourself. Also, the title for this article is changed. Before it was Final Fantasy VII's Remake Easy Mode is way too easy, and now it's titled The Difference Between Final Fantasy VII's Easy and Normal Modes is Too Drastic. Well, I'm sorry, game journalists. You get what you freaking deserve. You absolutely just get what you deserve. Like, again, I'm on the opinion, if you wanna play on the easy difficulty, hard difficulty, you wanna cheat the entire game, that's fine by me. Go ahead and do that. Play Animal Crossing, you wanna cheat on the time, you wanna fast forward through time or whatever, time travel, whatever. That's fine by me. Go ahead and do whatever you want on those. Go right ahead. All I'm saying is, don't make such stupid freaking takes like this, and then a stupid takes like this. An easy mode has never ruined. Oh my God. No, listen. Yeah, we already talked about this one a while ago. So, anyway, you get what you fucking deserve. Speaking of you get what you fucking deserve, The Last of Us 2 villains are reportedly homophobic Christians. Now, this is based on rumors. The Last of Us 2 is delayed indefinitely, by the way, and it's good for Sony to refund all the pre-orders for The Last of Us 2 for those who are stupid enough to pre-order The Last of Us 2. I personally thought I wouldn't pre-order The Last of Us 2, even if I thought the original was good. Which I thought it's fine. The original was fine. I thought Walking Dead is much better, but The Last of Us 2 villains are reportedly homophobic Christians because this worked out so well in Life is Strange 2. This worked out so well in Life is Strange 2. You're gonna have to make it also, the Last of Us 2 villains are also homophobic Christians because this worked out so well in Life is Strange 2. If you want to know the details of what happened in Life is Strange 2 with the homophobic Christians and everything like that, you can check out my recap on that one. But oh boy, let's just say it doesn't work very well in Life is Strange 2. And the fact that Last of Us 2 is trying to go for the Life is Strange 2 route is the Last of Strange, the Life is Us, the Life is Us too, the Last of Strange, the Us of Strange, the Us of Strange too. Life is the Last of Strange, Life is the Last of Us. Oh damn, Last of Us 2. Anyway, moving on, what I think Resident Evil 3, the Brute of all evil. So this is an article from a game journalist because obviously it's from a game journalist. It talks about how apparently Jill Valentine is being abused too much. I do kind of want to flag the whole violence against women aspect of Nemesis and the game in general, as it's hard to deny it as a theme or that it's presented with at least a little relish. So let me get this straight. Game journalist. So what you're saying is a big bad monster is being a big bad monster. What do you expect, Mr. Game Journalist? Do you expect Jill to have a little bit of a nice sandwich with nice sandwich time with freaking Nemesis? The only sandwich that Jill would have is her and two freaking cars. Her and two freaking cars being put on together by Nemesis like a fucking sandwich. That's the only sandwich that she'll get. But come on, y'all. Come on. And of the game in general, as it's hard to deny it's a theme or that it's presented with at least a little relish, I realize it's completely unreasonable to single out Resident Evil 3 for this when, gestures at the entire history of the horror genre. And in fairness, you play as a trigger-happy mercenary Carlos for a good portion of the game, so you get to see loads of lingering close-ups of a man's neck getting devoured like a late-night burger too. Yeah, so it's perfectly fine when it's being done to a man. Is that what you're saying? But yeah, there are moments when I just felt uncomfortable. Oh no. You feel uncomfortable. How horrible. You feel uncomfortable because a big bad monster is being a big bad meanie to the female character. How horrible. Jill's sandwich. Jill isn't too obviously a vessel for anyone's fetish, but realistic as she is, she clearly designed to be sexy. Yeah, there are so many people who disagree with you on that one. I personally thought she looks fine, but even saying that would make people go, "Oh, fam, Appa, you're wrong," or something like that. Anyway, she spends an awful lot of time being hurled into things, slapped about, grunting in pain, being asphyxiated, and either struggling to force assailants off of her or be graphically murdered by them. Out of interest, Mr. Game Journalist, what are your thoughts on the reboot Tomb Raiders? Because the reboot Tomb Raiders have some of the funniest freaking death scenes ever. I mean some of the most hilarious fucking death scenes. You know what? I'm gonna do Let me show you something I find that makes the noggin jogging on this one. So, I'm gonna open the YouTube the incognito window because I want to show you something very interesting. So here I'm opening up the YouTube. So here I'm opening up YouTube. Come on, YouTube. Come on, I'm trying to prove a point here. Come on. All you have to do is just fucking... Yeah, whatever. But what I'm trying to say is that if you search on YouTube, Rise of the Tomb Raider death scenes, you will find a very interesting thumbnail. Let me, aha, finally. Tomb Raider death scenes. Look at that. look at that thumbnail. Look at that freaking amazing ass beautiful I go freaking thumbnail from the one and only Reboot Lara Croft. Because of course you fucking would. Oh, you Call of Treyarch, you fucking clickbait motherfucker. Because of course you would fucking do this. Big I go moment right there. But seriously though, all I'm trying to say is the Shadow of the Tomb Raider reboot games have quite a lot of freaking death scenes to the point where it's almost comical how she fucking died. A lot of the death scenes from her are fucking funny as fuck. But I am just a filthy misogynist. Forgive me, Mr. Game Journalist. Having that opinion just makes me a very bad, filthy misogynist. It's horrible. Where was I? There was one particularly rough bit where one of the previously mentioned spider monsters strangled her with tentacles. Oh no! Oh no, spider monster strangled her with tentacles? How freaking horrible. Absolutely terrible. Vincent207 donated $3. Both men and women get killed by monsters. You want gender equality? And you got it. You get what you fucking deserve, game journalist. This is gender equality. This is true gender equality. Women get abused, men get abused by both of them get abused by the freaking monsters. So you get what you deserve. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. Keep the donations coming. Gotta shake on them shekels. Anyway, where is I? Then rammed the bigger tentacle down her neck to pump her full of parasites. Ooh. Ooh, makes me want to watch the death scenes. Watching back to my capture footage for screenshots, I could hear myself mutter, "Not cool, man," into my headset. So, oh no! Oh no! A big bad spider is being a big bad spider. That's horrible. Kazuma would be fucking proud. Oh man. Oh man. Because of fucking course you do. Kinky tentacle death. Boo hoo. Oh, what is this? There's more? Okay. I wasn't even kidding on Nemesis having sleazy dumb energy. Jill's ex-Super Cub colleague Brad mentions Nemesis having a hard-on for her. Okay, dude. I am pretty sure that's joke. That's a joke statement. That's a joke. That is a joke. He's not literally saying that Nemesis actually has a hard-on for her. It means that Nemesis is obsessed with her, wants her die. That's what he meant. He didn't literally mean that Nemesis actually have the hots for her. That's not even, you can't even comprehend fucking jokes, man. And when Carlos is introduced, while saving Jill from a mangling at the hands of the back fist himself, he quips at Nemesis, knows what it wants and won't stop till it gets it. Don't you like that in a man? No thanks, replies Jill. He's all yours. Again, he's just joking. He's just joking. Also, yeah, Nemesis doesn't have a hard-on specifically for Jills. He just had a hard-on for stars in general. That's why he shouts stars every single fucking time. Come on, yeah. Oh man, Jesus. Have you seen Jill? I would have blamed Nemesis for it. Oh, what is this? Oh yeah, we're talking about the whole Jill skirt thing again, which in general I just don't really care. I don't really care about the remake, the Nemesis remake in general. Anyway, it's quite astonishing that they really want every aspect of the game to cater to their male gaze interests. I bet when they heard that Resident Evil 3 was getting remade, they hoped to sexualize scenes like the pic to happen, since the organization was very strict camera angles. So even with the weird outfit Jill had on it, wouldn't have her in male gaze scenes, of course. The Twitter user who wrote that is a woman though. How are you gonna deal with that? How are you gonna deal with that reply? Are you gonna make excuse of internalized misogyny? Of course you can. Of course, it's internalized misogyny. A woman can still have a male gaze interest. A woman can still have a male gaze interest. So let me get this straight, Reset Era user. Reset Era. Of course, Reset Era is gonna be Reset Era. But let me get this straight, Reset Era user. So what you're saying here is that if a girl has a male gaze interest towards another girl, that is bad. So what you're saying is lesbians cannot have their sexy too. That lesbians cannot get horny to other girls. That's very homophobic. Very, very homophobic for you, Reset Era. But I'm not surprised because it's fucking Reset Era. But that's very, very homophobic. Incredibly homophobic. How dare you? I recommend you to read the OP and skim through this entire thread. It's pretty enlightening overall. Oh, sure. Oh, sure it is. But funny thing is, not only that you are homophobic towards lesbians in general. I mean, how dare the fact that you suggest lesbians cannot be horny towards other girls. It's just the male gaze. Lesbians being horny to other girls is the male gaze because everything is like straight. For a bunch of people who centers around LGBTQ++++, pride, rainbow and everything like that. But apparently, being horny towards girls is only a male gaze. they kind of still have that sort of weird, dissonance in them. But anyway, not only that you're being homophobic, you're also mansplaining. You are also mansplaining. Mansplaining. This woman over here, this woman that I disagreed with, is I'm going to mansplain. I'm going to mansplain her and tell her this is how you should do it. This is how you should be doing it. So, come on, y'all. Come on. I expected this from Reset Era. Of course, they're gonna be the ones to say you should never do homophobia, you should never mansplain to women, but they're gonna be doing that if there's one single woman who dares to disagree with them, because of course they would. So, freaking mansplaining. Oh, what is this? Okay. Can we get to that thread? There you go. What is that? No one actually cares. It's just the Gamergate. Oh my god. Oh, I love this freaking very odd parent speed. Gamergate. Oh no, freaking Gamergate comes in again. We've been through this, man. We've been through this. This is current year times plus what? 6? Current year plus 6. And we're still doing this shit. Following an epic Fallout game account and Endigo at the same time is one of the most soy things that I can think of. Okay. They also retweet Stone Toss, so they're definitely a normal, pleasant, and stable person who can understand nuance and empathy for others. Okay. I don't even like Stone Toss. Not a lot of people like Stone Toss, but even still, just because you're following a certain account doesn't mean that you specifically endorse them. There are a lot of people who follow Trump. On Twitter, do they endorse him? Everything that he does is because they follow him? Is that what you're saying? There are a lot of people that I follow in my social media account that I disagree with constantly. Do I endorse every single thing that they do? Is that how you... Anyway, gamers are subhuman. Wow.
Whoa, damn.
Just straight up, gamers are subhuman. If we shoved more people in lockers, these nerds wouldn't have based their entire personalities on their boring hobbies. Damn. God damn.
Whoa, damn.
Ooh, damn. That is... Woo. God damn. That's just... Wow. Yeah, every fandom and hobby has really shitty people, but the gaming community is so particularly toxic and awful that it warrants commentary. And it's also very broad. Did you notice? It's also very, very broad. It covers so many freaking people from so many freaking different freaking walks of life. You're just gonna apply this to every single person who is a gamer. Come on, y'all. Come on. Anyway. What is this? Why women criticize sexualized character designs? I have no pants and I must scream. A dumb recent era post. Moving on. The term Karen is being used as a sexist. Oh, of course they're gonna do this. Oh, those filthy Karen. You cannot say Karen no more, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot say Karen. The term Karen is being used as a sexist and racist slur. Considering this an equivalent of the N-word for white women. Oh, oh my. Oh, the N-word for white women. Oh my god. Wow. Wow, no, wow, apparently Karen is so offensive. I am sorry to every single person who is named Karen, who is actually not acting like a, well, fucking Karen. Should they be banned on Twitter? Should Karen be banned on Twitter? Should Karen be banned on Twitter? There are so many people who are named Karen in this entire fucking life. You're just gonna ban them because people use the word fucking Karen? Is that how we're gonna do it now? Is that how it is? But thankfully, at least people on Twitter, 96% of the 240,000 people who voted no, at least I know that there are still a lot of people who are at least sane enough to vote no. But goddamn you, 4% of people, what the fuck are you thinking? I hope you're joking on that yes vote. Anyway, a line has been crossed. I have an, oh my god. Oh, what is this? Nera Altis to one buck gamers are toxic and subhuman, says the Steven Universe Fantard, the fandom that advocates for murdering people they hate and pushing people to kill themselves. Also, I thought white people can be victims of racism to these morons. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming, guys. Keep the donations coming. Keep them coming. Anyway, a line has been crossed. I have an announcement to make to those who continue to retweet or share our poll with an intent to illegally harass journalists. Oh no. Horrible. How dare they retweet polls on Twitter? Come on. Andy, our legal advisor, will be in touch with many of you on what will happen next. This has gotta be satire. This has gotta be satire. Come, you can't seriously try to sue everybody who is going, oh no, you're seriously gonna sue everybody. Hi there everyone, my name is Andy and I am the head legal advisor. The office is here with our top journalist. I'm going to be monitoring the situation very closely for any foreign meddling and unwanted poll integrity tampering. Please vote honestly, you have been warned. Okay, but they do though. People voted honestly. You just don't like the answer. That's what happens. Are you trolling me? Because it seems like you are kind of trolling me at the, man. Follow up. We will pursue legal charges for hate. Of course you would. Of course you would. Yeah, just sue everybody. Yeah, they're just gonna straight up sue everybody for hate speech because how dare they vote no on a Twitter poll? How dare they disagree with my answer? Against people who continue to maliciously use the K word. Oh no! How dare they use the K word? This is a satire account. So this is a satire account. But Jesus, man, that's a lot of dedication for a fucking satire account. Come on, y'all. Come on. But anyway, play some trills or something like that. Instead of wasting your time for fucking this. Our Shantae K-pop is out now. Make sure to add the fan favorite Half Genie Hero or Sequin. Hey! 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 Yo! 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 Hey! Yo! 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 Hey! Okay! Okay! Yo! 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 Oh! Okay! Okay! Hold up! Oh, hold up! Record scratch! Record scratch! Record scratch! Shantae Funko Pop. Not a Shantae Pop. The Shantae Funko Pop. Hold up for a second. Hey, is that whitewashing that I'm seeing? is that a white skin Shantae, or is that just the lightning being too fucking bright? Is that the white lights right there? Why is she white, Funko? What are you doing? Why did you do this? Why did you do this, Funko? This is too fucking white. Oh man, but seriously though, why Funko in general? When is blackface shed? And here we go. The whitewash after the whitewash Funko Pop coming in. One angry boomer, of course, with the takes, with the classic takes. DuckTales reboot adds gay couple to children's cartoon. Oh no, how horrible. How that's terrible. That's just god awful. How dare they? How dare they add gay couple to children's cartoon? How dare they? One angry boomer, man, coming in with the clown take always. I mean, look at that ratio. Look at that ratio. 2026 replies. Jesus. Like 2026, the ratio. He always got freaking ratio, and he always, I gotta give him credit. He stay persist on his beliefs. But goddamn, when 2000, you got this really fucking ratio real bad. Jesus, man. This show has actually been really good though. They haven't been letting any agendas in the way of good writing. Well, that's good then, isn't it? This is good. They haven't let any agendas in good writing. That's what's important. It's the good writing. The show needs to be good. That's what it is. That's how they hook you and normalize their agenda. They did it with Mass Effect. They did it with The Last of Us. They did it with the MCU. They did it with the Arrowverse, and they're doing it with DuckTales, just to name a few. Okay, so apparently, what you're saying here is one game adds a gay character, therefore it's ruined. Therefore, it's SJW propaganda because of the existence of a gay character. That's what you're saying. Because the existence of a gay character is just straight up ruining the entire freaking game. Well, Trails has a gay character. Didn't fucking ruin the game. It didn't fucking ruin the game for me. It didn't fucking ruin the entire fucking game. They're doing it in Mass Effect? Well, no. Mass Effect in general is just stupid. It's just, that's not what ruined Mass Effect. The gay characters is not what ruined Mass Effect. They already have fucking Liara from Mass Effect 1 already. She's lesbian as fuck. Technically speaking, but anyway, they did it with The Last of Us, yeah, and The Last of Us as a whole in the game. Oh my god, they did it with the MCU. When have they done it with the MCU? When? Where? At what time? Which show or film that has been ruined by the MCU? They did it with the Arrowverse. The Arrowverse has a lot of problems, a lot more problems than the gay characters freaking existing, just to name a few. The gay character, what I'm trying to say is, the gay characters didn't ruin any of this shit. There are a lot of things that ruin any of these franchises, but the gay characters ain't one of them. So, Jesus, man. So let me get this straight. According to you, it's okay when a show or movie adds a gay female, but as soon as there's a gay male couple, it's child endangerment. Why the double standard? Whoa, where did I say that? I said niche fandoms need to keep their content niche fandoms. At least I agree with you on that one. Stay in their lane and not broach mainstream media. Wait, hold on. Hold on a second. Stay in their lane and not broach mainstream media. Oh, so you're talking in the context niche fandom, what you mean by niche fandom, as in LGBTQ people. The LGBTQ plus fan. That's what you're saying. You're talking that LGBTQ plus fandom need to stay LGBTQ plus fandom and not brought into the mainstream. Well, I agree with that take, but my question here is, why do you care about the mainstream so much? Like, I personally, I don't really care too much of the mainstream games. Sometimes I do, but for the most part, if it's at least good, if it's at least interesting, then maybe I care so much. But damn, you want gay media? Great, make your own and keep it out of your mainstream brands. But the problem is, there are many games, many medias out there that are already niche, that are already pretty small in general, but you still criticize them. You still say you don't like them. When they fail or whatever, you say they go broke or whatever. That's what you're saying. Keep it out of mainstream brands. How about you follow what you've been saying and you keep out of mainstream brands? Because I've been keeping myself out of mainstream brands. Like, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny that if you genuinely don't like the mainstream, then stay out of the mainstream. Then don't talk about the mainstream. Don't consume mainstream stuff. Because this is under the implication, because what you're doing here is you're criticizing the mainstream because For most people criticize stuff because they genuinely want those stuff to be better. But I personally think the mainstream's gonna stay mainstream. So anyway, moving on. Shoe on Head comes in. You want game media? Great, make your own. Wasn't there some original video game you screamed about because there were two tiny gay flags in the background of one scene? Yeah, that is true. He did exactly that for the video game Celeste. Just because they make their own doesn't mean I have to like it. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. So when is it okay then? When is it gonna be okay? Doesn't mean you have to like it. So what you're saying is, you don't like this. That's what you're saying. You don't like this. That's basically what you're saying. You don't like all gay media that has gay people or gay things in it. How about you just straight up admit that you don't like them? That you don't like them at all. And instead of tiptoeing on the issue and say, oh, I'm actually fine with gay people or whatever. No, you don't like them. You straight up don't like them. That's the impression that people get when they read your articles and they read your fucking tweets. Oh man. Except none of your articles are, I personally don't like this. Yeah, that's true. Every single article that he makes is like, the gay agenda is ruining the fandom or the Western civilization. I'm like, if there were nobody who would really have a problem. Instead, it's the Marxists are coming for your kids. They're turning the frogs gay. Jesus. Remember when the Castlevania anime Alucard was taken advantage and raped by two vampire twins during an emotional moment in the show, and Billy's take was, I can't believe he's taking in the bum. Thanks, progressive media. Yep, because Alucard was never gay nor bisexual. The point of the scene was that he was raped. He was raped. Do you understand the context? The context of the scene is that he was raped. It was against his will. That's the point of the scene. But liberal propaganda, the liberal propagandists don't care about that. Yeah, the same way you don't care about the context of the scene, but go on. All you care about is virtue signaling and farming social media likes to accommodate for your failures to achieve anything close to being a productive member of society in real life. One angry gamer is gonna lecture us. It's gonna lecture you, the viewers, on how to be productive members of society. So, I mean, apparently, according to if we're gonna take by your actions alone, one angry gamer, in order to be a productive member of society, you need to make articles complaining about the gays on the media, complaining about those filthy freaking tiny ass rainbow flags that are appearing in freaking indie games on the media. That is what a productive member in society does, instead of the actual things that productive members of society do. But apparently you have, if you're gonna follow in your actions, you have to do that. I mean, I've been doing nothing but sitting on my ass and play video games all day, and even I am more productive than fucking one angry gamer. Oh, Billy, never fucking change. Always amazing. So to be productive, you must be an asshole 100% of the time. Yeah, apparently, according to this logic. Yes, Alucard was never gay or bisexual. That was the point of the show, you ninny. He was being taken advantage of by the people who were his enemies while in a vulnerable position. It's drama, not SJW pushing a message. Do you actually think people saw that scene as empowering? It was raping the lore. He literally ignored the context. He ignored the context of the scene. He, like when I talk about that three streams ago, he also ignored the content. But whatever. The Alucard from the games never would have allowed himself to be in that position. But he's vulnerable though. The point of the scene is that he was weak and he was vulnerable. If the Alucard version in the game is also as weak as vulnerable, he would also be receiving that. So. And his closest relationship still at arm's length was Maria. You're trying to justify co-opted media to stay in the good graces of the Tirarati. Okay, apparently, if we disagree with his take, that means we agree with the SJW. That's how it works. That's how it works to these people. It's very ironic. They talk about how we shouldn't be SJWs. We shouldn't take the SJW mindset, and yet they're also talking and acting like SJWs. That the things that you do if you disagree with us, that means you're appealing to the SJWs. That's how it is. That's the logic. Never change, one angry boomer. Never change. And now let's move on to the opposite side of the spectrum. Oh, that's why the meme stream is freaking amazing. Dumbasses in every side of the spectrum are gonna be dumbasses, and we gotta need to call it out. We gotta need to stay being the Chad freaking center. Nah, the Chad freaking center. This is a dumb term. But anyway, remember this? Do you guys remember this girl over here, Mallory Jessica Odysseus? Mallory. You might remember her from the New Guy comic that I talked about in my previous meme streams a while back in a time where things are actually peaceful and the virus is not actually causing a lot of chaos into the world. But anyway, yeah, those were good times. Man, those were good times. Those were really good times. Just stupid fucking times, but those were good times. Much better than the current thing that we're having right now. So anyway, she made another comic. Let's read. So the comic is about this girl over here. The lore continues, indeed. What to draw today? Art block is the worst. I just need a change of scenery. Ooh, I could use some new art supplies. So this person over here doesn't have a lot of art supplies. So she's gonna come into some art supply retail store or whatever named Dick Art Materials. Dick Art Materials, because get it? Because the store is being run by a bunch of dickheads, or at least according to her mindset. Anyway, thank you for being a guest at Dick Art Materials. Sign up for your loyal members program and save on blah 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 blah. The garbage they have these poor workers recite sweet beans, man. So apparently she doesn't like the fact that the workers are being told to, hey, you have to do their job. So apparently she hates the fact that the workers have to do their job. They have to promote their subscription services. They have to be members and everything like that. Yeah, every store does that. Every store does that. That doesn't necessarily mean they're evil. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're evil. But apparently, that is a good enough justification to shoplift, to steal. That is a good justification to just steal the living shit out of all of this. And then you got the... And then you got the hedgehog over here, which apparently becomes the new guy, the new person that everybody's been standing right now. Hello, all set to check out. Yes, one eraser, please. Yeah, this chick basically steals erasers. She shoplifts. That's the punchline. There's no punchline. She just shoplifts. It's the Joker's. It's the Joker where it's the freaking time where the Joker's like, I shoplift. Okay, what's the punchline? There's no punchline. I just shoplift. It's not a joke. Come on, y'all. Come on. So she made this comic as a... Well, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what's the purpose of this comic. Is it that she shoplift? Is that the punchline, the character shoplift? There's not really much of a punchline in this comic. There's not really a comedic sort of thing. She just shoplift. That's the joke. But that's not exactly a joke, though. Okay, she shoplifts, and then what? What's the punchline? Where's the climax? Where's the payoff for this? Not exactly a good comic on this one. So a lot of people got pissed by this comic because, well, it's from the same creator who made the New Guy comic the same comic whose punchline is haha PewDiePie got robbed. That's literally it. And now she's like, haha, it's shoplifting is good. Shoplifting is good, guys. Shoplifting is good. Haha, it's so relatable. Hey, maybe comic can help y'all feel better for the 30 seconds it takes to read it. Well, I read it for more than 30 seconds. I read every freaking word on it. And I still think that there's no punchline on it. There's nothing. This comic has nothing. The character just steals. That's it. Bah, this cute and good comic I made is actually upsetting some people. Well, duh. You're the creator of the New Guy comic and you have upset a lot of people. So, like, they're not friends with people who have done this. Wait, hold up. So, you are friends with shoplifters. Is that what you're saying? You are saying that you are friends with shoplifters. And that you made this comic to be, haha, it's so relatable to us shoplifters. So this is an in-joke. I mean, wow. Damn. I mean, most of the people pissed are the kinds of folks who think Big Chungus is hilarious. But Big Chungus is hilarious. It's fat Bugs Bunny. It's Bugs Bunny being fucking fat. But it is hilarious though. It has a punchline. It's fat Bugs Bunny. That's all it is to take. You, on the other hand, think shoplifting is cool. But come on, y'all. It's just, the punchline is just he's fat. But big Bugs Bunny is not okay, but shoplifting is perfectly okay, apparently. So, okay, even if workers did get fired all the time for folks coming in and stealing, which they don't. Oh, sure. Oh, sure. Oh, wow. So she just assumes that workers don't get fired because people shoplift. She just assumes that workers don't get shit by from their bosses, from their she just assumes that the workers are just going to be just fine. They're not going to be yelled at because they have customers actually shoplift. Wow. Sure. Fucking sure they don't. Why blame the petty thief and not the company for treating the workers like shit for something out of their control? So, you're finished? It kind of sounds like you're justifying the actions of these shoplifters. I mean, I can assure you that not a lot of companies are bad people. Not a lot of companies are bad. Not a lot of companies are awful. There are a lot of awful companies out there, but they're actually companies made by good, decent people, good, decent, honest working people that are trying to live their lives, but you just steal them because you assumed that they did things bad. You assumed that they did bad things. Man, come on, y'all. Come on. You're just justifying your crime. That's what you're doing here. Corporations bad. I love this, but my immediate first thought is weirdos are gonna think you literally did this instead of cartoon animal you made up did it. I mean, this is how I got all my supplies as a teenager. So in other words, you are a shoplifter too. So you're doing this shoplifting thing because that's what you do. You shoplift too. You shoplift people as a teenager. So you didn't do it now. Well, you can't exactly do it nowadays because obvious reasons. But come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Thief. She's making excuses for awful actions. More like project. Jeez. Also, funny thing about this tweet. The funny thing about the comic tweet, this entire comic is apparently illegal in Germany. This tweet is illegal in Germany. Has been withheld in Germany based on local laws. Because apparently people in Germany don't like comics that endorse shoplifting. That go, he shoplifting is good. Wow. Damn Germany. God damn Germany. What's going on with y'all? Base Germany. Also, she got her Ko-fi taken down. If you don't know what Ko-fi is, well, you can check out the links in the description. You can support my channel through Ko-fi. Donate to Ko-fi right there. Donate to my Ko-fi instead. Anyway, Ko-fi is basically our Patreon, like your PayPal. You use Ko-fi to buy the person or the artist creators to buy Ko-fi on their content. So if you like my content, you wanna support this content, how about you pay me the coffee? Pay me the coffee and pay me the Streamlabs instead of paying it on this chick. And yeah, she got her Ko-fi taken down because she just straight up admitted to the stealing stuff. Under review. No one can donate. Well, yeah, under review. So good. You get what you deserve. Smooth up. Anyway, this port. Oh my god, what is this? This tweet got deleted, but it's still dumb anyway. Let's not pretend that the backlash to this comic isn't fueled by hatred for the artist. Well, considering that this artist is a terrible person in general, how? I mean, she laughed at the prospect that someone got robbed. That's horrible. That makes you a terrible person. I think a lot of people, she has laughed at a lot of things that are terrible. She's kind of like the Joker. She's laughed at a lot of things that are actually terrible to every normal people's eyes. And apparently, anyway, we're surrounded by media where protagonists commit crimes. Hold up there for a second. we are surrounded by media where protagonists commit crimes. Like what? Mob films. Let's take mob films for example. We're surrounded by films, by Martin Scorsese, where the protagonists commit crimes. Let's take that as an example, right? Do you seriously think that Goodfellas, for example, they made that film to glamorize the life of crime? Because I am pretty sure every crime film in like a lot of times, they don't really exactly glamorize that life. They don't exactly have that chicks. There's a lot of struggle within it. Especially Martin Scorsese films, especially. Goodfellas, especially. But goddamn, this is like literally not the same thing. Literally not the same thing. She does this in real life. In real life, not even in a fictional context. So, yet there is no objection over promoting crime unless the creator is trans, it seems. It's so nakedly dishonest. No, you. No, you. Yeah, Breaking Bad, also very good example. Breaking Bad, very good example on that one. Apparently Breaking Bad means that we should endorse... watching Breaking Bad means that being surrounded by Breaking Bad materials means that you have to endorse people cooking meth or something along those lines, or stealing drugs, or stealing in general. I mean, come on. No, you. You're the one who's being nakedly dishonest. Actually, it's about ethics in art supply. Oh. Wow. Oh, wow. Of course they're gonna go. Of course they're gonna go that route. It's to be it's to be expected. Of course they're gonna go. Actually, it's about ethics and art supply retailing. How the fuck does that even relate to? Anyway, the same people are gonna fall for the shoplifting is wrong scam. Whoa. Hold up. Hold up. Shoplifting is wrong scam. Shoplifting is wrong scam. Apparently, shoplifting is wrong as a scam. Apparently, shoplifting is perfectly okay, and that shoplifting is not a scam. Wow. Just like they did for Gamergate. This shit designed to manipulate you into attacking women content creators. Well, here's the problem. This women content creator that people are attacking is a terrible person. She's straight up a terrible person. It reeks. Her terrible personality reeks on her comics. That's why they are attacking her. Because she's just a terrible person in general. This happens the same thing with the New Guy comic as well. And I love the fact that a lot of people unite on the fact that they stand the new guy instead of the girl. Anyway, The Undead Chronicle donated $2.15. This person doesn't understand that yes, media show characters commit crimes, but at least they don't make excuses or frame it as right because corporations. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But seriously. And yeah, there's also the Response comic. I freaking love the Response comics. God bless you all with the Response comic. New Guy. Oh man, we really need New Guy in this day and age. Listen, I understand the disdain you have for capitalism. When a system betrays the very people it's supposed to serve, it's perfectly normal to lash out. But this store isn't responsible for your struggles. Those people in there are trying to make it, just like you and I. Let's return these items. I'll help you put them back. God freaking bless you, New Guy. God bless you, New Guy. You are absolutely blessed. Bless. New Guy is the best always. Save us, New Guy. Save us from COVID-19, please. This is just turbulent times. New Guy is best guy. Base New Guy. He is forever freaking nice. There's more to that. Anyway, if stealing is cool, then it's okay to steal the comic and stand the hedgehog, right? So there's this version where the hedgehog is saying, "One eraser, please." Bullshit. I'm already flicking this dump for all it's worth. And I don't need the ICQA tightening the nose because some anarchy tried to cut in my action. Put them back. Oh, fucking damn goddamn hedgehog's coming in with the fucking neck. Jeez. Damn hedgehog. Standing the hedgehog, stan hedgehog. New Guy's forever gonna be a Chad. Fucking wrecked. Another Chad right here. Oh. Damn. Yeah, those are the only two examples. There's more in social media, but I can't wait to move on to other stuff. So, are you guys ready for some choosing beggars? We already have beggars. Actually, no, we have fucking thieves. We have thieves last time. Now we have beggars. Thieves and beggars. They sometimes go hand in hand. But anyway, choosing beggars. Let's talk about them. So this is a DM received by a voice actor. So a voice actor who does voice work, and depending on how many lines that you want them to record, you're gonna have to pay them a certain fee. So essentially that. Hey, so I want some voice work. Hello, please send a script so I can calculate how much it would cost. Well, yeah, that's obvious. This is a voice actor. You need to send a script so that you can calculate how much it would cost to, well, say the lines. Haha, just send a script when ready and I can send an invoice for how much it will be. So this person sent a script. Okay, give me a few minutes to calculate. Okay, haha, sorry for the wait. This script would cost around $38.50 for that amount of words. Where should I send the invoice to? Actually, I don't know how much words there are in here, considering that this person sent it through Google Docs. There's gotta be a lot of words. And if it's a lot of words for $38.50, that's not a bad deal. I mean, it's $38.50. I mean, there's a lot of artists who would charge a lot higher than that, but that's not exactly the worst deal you can get if you're going for voice acting in general. So there's that. No, that's too expensive. I thought you would be nice to do this for free. Of course. Because of course. Because of course it has to be free. Of course it has to be freaking free. If you're nice, you will. Thank you. Get it back to me in 2 days. No. Art choosing beggars. God damn these art choosing beggars. If you are nice to me, then of course you would give it to me for free. Of course. I mean, come on, y'all. I think it's clear that we will not be doing business together. Well, I mean, if you go into some artists and you go to some up and coming artists on Twitter accepting commissions and you tell them, can you do this shit for me for free? I mean, come on, y'all. You absolute bitch. If you love your fans, you would do this. No. No. No, you are the absolute bitch. You asked for something for fucking free. Apparently doing this shit for free is business. Jesus. Fuck you, I hope you suicide. You mean fuck you, I hope you kill yourself. Get that grammar correct. Jesus, man. What is this? If a girl 19 female sends me 20 male a pantless mirror selfie, does that mean she's into me? No, that means that she wants to rape you. What would you think? So this girl I've been talking to sent me a mirror selfie last night of herself. Okay, and this is assuming, and I mean this is assuming that this picture is actually from the girl and not, say, from Google Images or something. And this is assuming that the girl is not tricking him into thinking that it's actually her. And so this girl I've been talking to sent me a mirror selfie last night of herself in nothing but a crop top and panties with the caption, "Thick thighs save lives." Sounds like my girlfriend, but anyway, I really like her, but I don't want to jump into any conclusions because I don't want to ruin our friendship by assuming. Okay, first off, is this really her picture? You need to ask yourself, is this really her picture? This could be just someone else's freaking picture and they're just messing around with you and they're just joking around with you. Second, you need to verify that this is actually her thighs. Or maybe ask her, hey, do you want to take pictures of other risque things? Maybe take your pictures of your tits or something. Yeah, try to use Google Images to verify that that's actually her pics. Or maybe that's an anime pic and whatever. But anyway, so yeah, this is implying that you two know each other, which sure, fine, that's fine and all, but even if you two know each other, you still need to verify that picture is actually from her and not, say, from Google Images. No, it means you forgot to wear trousers. I mean, Wow, Goku, hold the fuck on there, Goku. Goddamn, Goku, hold the fuck on. What do you think it means? The other Chronicle donated $3. Also, good question asked if she sent it to the wrong person at least. It means she's a hoe. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Maybe her washing machine broke or she ran out of detergent. I guess we'll never know. Okay, Goku. Hold the fuck up, Goku. Yes, that's exactly what I didn't think of that. Damn it, I guess all the naked pics I've been getting are all due to a broken washing machine. Fuck you for breaking my heart. I really thought she was into me. I mean, I'm behind on laundry too, so I'm not sure if that's just her quarantine attire. Oh, fuck. Damn. This is the absolute. This is a horror protagonist. Look, this is a male thrills protagonist. Lloyd, Reen, are you running this account? Sounds like you're running this. It sounds like both of you running this. I mean, Lloyd literally has a fucking threesome with the two freaking Seeker sisters. I mean, come on, y'all. That if you can't tell that they're into you, you're fucking clueless as fuck. Lloyd, Reen too. I mean, god damn it, Reen. You had a threesome in Cold Steel 3. Technically. But I won't elaborate on how, but you had a threesome on that one, so. Anyway. For sure, reply something flirty like, damn, now I wish I was dying. Fuck, that would have been smart. I just move on and we talk about other stuff. Oh, come on, y'all. Come on. Yeah, your game is on point, man. I just move on and we talk about other stuff. Until she talked about her masturbation habits. Then I did a panic and ejected. Yeah. I think she's very into you, fam. And you screwed up big time. Okay, so this morning when I woke up, I tried to do the same pose as her in my own mirror and use the same Snapchat sticker, but now she's left me unopen. Will you rest in peace? Oh, man. Oh. Speaking of netorare, let's talk about this. Oh, the polygamy relationships. So this chick over here has a polyamorous relationship with, well, these 4 guys. Why does that guy look like Elvis the alien? And Elvis is actually fucking based. This guy looks like a fucking cock. I mean, goddamn. So yeah, this chick over here has a polyamorous relationship with these 4 guys. Now, the reason why I want to talk about this is because this guy over here got arrested in abuse of a 5-week-old baby. Ooh. Yikes. Ethan Balcom is charged with aggravated child abuse after a 5-week-old girl suffered multiple injuries, police said. A 22-year-old Westside Jacksonville man told an officer he needed to tell the truth on March 17, according to his arrest report. While much of the report about Ethan Bishop Balcom's charge of aggravated child abuse has been redacted, one line is not. He stated he believed he heard a pop during the occurrence. Oh, shit. Jeez. The 5-week-old girl's grandmother gave more details in an email to the Times Union, saying the baby suffered a broken leg, arm, ribs, and skull fractures. Oh, God. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, man. Fucking. I am so distraught that words cannot describe, the grandmother said. Oh, the horror of all this. I am so overwhelmed with pain, heartache, and sorrow over this. I mean, Jesus. I mean, this is the sort of guy who wants to commit himself into a polyamorous relationship. I mean, come on, y'all. Come on. That's just, for me. Oh, what is this? Since it's come up, Warhammer 40k, it's riddled with problematic. It's Warhammer 40k. It's Warhammer 40k. The morality of Warhammer 40k is black versus even blacker. That's fucking wrong term. Dark versus even darker. You cannot, there's no light. There's absolutely no light, no hope in Warhammer 40k. It's just dark versus another shade of dark. Of course, it's gonna have problematic elements. Hell, the Imperium of Mankind is a group of brutally intolerant colonizing eugenicists. And they're the good faction. Well, fucking duh. Well, fucking duh. It is duh. It's black versus blacker. It's the black versus blacker morality. No, it's I smell heresy. Come on, y'all. That's not even like the good faction. The least bad, maybe. But that's not even the least bad. That's like saying murdering one person is at least less bad than murdering a trillion. Come on, y'all. Come on. What do you expect? But I honestly don't know what an unproblematic Warhammer 40k would look like. Yeah, one that not a lot of people would enjoy. I can tell you that for sure. It's an unproblematic Warhammer 40k would be a universe that nobody enjoys. It's just gonna be watered down to the most mainstream, the most safe mainstream audiences that just like the most. It's dumb. It's just dumb. Good luck making that happen. This is great, but yeah, like you said, there's still a lot of work to do. I agree, but honestly, don't really know if you can fix Warhammer 40k. You can no, you cannot. Why would you? What would you fix? What would you fix Warhammer 40k? Warhammer 40k is black versus even blacker. Man, that sounds fucking. That sounds racist as fuck. I don't know what it is. Black versus white. Actually, black and white morality is fucking. Oh, why is that so fucking racist when I say it? But anyway, it's dark versus even darker morality. Come on, y'all. There's so many problematic elements baked into the setting. Well, fucking duh. Duh. Intolerance, xenophobia, colonialism, misogyny, to name a few. Well, fucking duh. It's dark versus dark. It's evil versus evil. Evil versus more evil. More evil versus less evil. More evil versus even more evil. It's villains versus... No one is actually a good guy in Warhammer 40k. Come on, y'all. I don't know what game would look like if you remove them. Yeah, I agree. The earlier material was more satirical, but with time, it shifted towards glorifying most of these elements. Are they? Are they? I'm pretty sure it's still satirical. It's still... Like, you're still role-playing in a universe where everything is just straight up fucking hopeless. Come on, y'all. I guess you can have problematic elements in the game if the game addressed them, but Warhammer is not really doing that. Because Warhammer is not actually trying to address the fact that it's black morality. Because they're living in a universe where everybody's fucking bad. Come on, y'all. Anyway. Jesus. Moving on. Oh, what is this? Okay, it's a Bara. It's a bit of a Bara art between the two Timmy and Tommy Gajinkas. Okay, what about it? The Under Chronicle rated $3. Warhammer is a case of pick your poison, not good versus evil. I don't even play, and I don't even play, and I understand this. Yeah, exactly. So thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. No one in Warhammer is actually like legitimately good. You just pick your poison, who their faction that you're gelling with. So this over here, this Gajinka got a little bit of a controversy because apparently they're 10. Yeah, so apparently these characters, they're from Animal Crossing because they bumped up the age and they made it to be human and they look like a human adult. The chat, Nook Bros. Apparently it's wrong because they're all 10. It's the Nezuko thing from Sakimi-chan all over again. Because apparently aging up the character and making her of legal age is wrong. It's dumb. You cannot do that shit. I guess it's not clear that I drew Gajinkas of these two as adult humans. Sorry about the confusion. I love the fact that the artist is like, yeah, sorry. Sorry if you don't get the fact that these characters that I drew them as adults. Yes, sorry. Fucking love that shit. I wish more artists are like that. Yeah, sorry guys. Sorry you don't get it. Ugh. Fucking love that shit. Chad artist, great job. It is very clear that you drew them as human adults. Well, yes. Yes. But the issue thing here is that you took two characters that are children and aged up purely for the purposes of sexualizing them. But they are being aged up though. They are being aged up. And they are being aged. That's the point of them being aged up. Wait. Okay, let's move on from that. Speaking of art police. So many freaking art police these days. This artist is just committing crimes against aesthetics. Jesus fucking Christ. Stop making everything so damn ugly in the name of wokeness. So here's the thing. There's this artist over here that this person complained about. This artist is drawing an uglier version of the characters. I can't really show all of them because I think some of them are not safe for work, but let's just say that this person complained, hey, you cannot draw a bunch of things in a more ugly fashion in the name of wokeness. Well, I personally think, and this is just me, I personally think I'll let people draw however they want to see fit, as long as they're not selling it. As long as they're not selling it to people, as long as they're not like putting it on a platform where you have to purchase them, or on a platform where you have to pay them, like actually putting on a TV series. If this is just fan arts on the internet, well, it's just fan arts on the internet. Some of them are gonna be, actually 90% of fan arts are gonna be fucking terrible. That's just gonna be the reality of the situation, unfortunately. But anyway, this person already said, hey, I think all artists should draw however they want, but it's on the internet. Let them draw however they want, regardless whether or not you like it. Bad art is gonna exist on the internet anyway. So, yeah, one of them is this. So, Hatsune Miku being a fat trans magical girl. Well, this is terrible. This looks fucking terrible. But again, this is just an art on the internet. Of course, people are gonna draw it in this way. This is just how they personally interpret it. I don't like it. I really don't like it. But it's just, at the end of the day, it's just somebody drawing on the internet. 90% of drawings on the internet are gonna be fucking shit. 90% of memes on the internet are gonna be fucking shit at the end of the day. So I just don't really think, hey, you shouldn't be doing this. I just don't think that, hey, if you want to draw sexy characters, just draw sexy characters. Just endorse artists who are actually draw sexy characters. And if they draw characters that are not sexy, just don't complain them. It's just, I've learned a lot, let's just say, from the previous dramas that I've been. Just leave people drawing art in the internet, just leave them be. It's just don't turn them into big hupa. This is the original artist. Interesting, see my art get reposted and people being angry at a drawing. How dare personally believe my fat Miku art is an attack to them. Well, unfortunately, a lot of people think this way on the internet. And again, just because an art on the internet is repulsive, and this is coming from me, who made videos of bad art, bad Twitter art on the internet. This is coming from me. I did my mistake. I'm on the bad here. Just don't mind about them. They're just bad thing on the internet. They're always gonna be fucking exist at the end of the day. So, how they personally believe my Miku art is an attack to them. Well, time to draw more fat Miku. Yeah, well, too bad. You're just gonna be encouraging this artist to draw more of them, because it's the same thing with the tits. You're just gonna be, the more you get pissed of them, you're gonna encourage these artists to draw more of them to make you get pissed. So at the end, it's a fucking cycle at the end of the day. So there you go again, Male Representation Week, stop being a victim. Male Representation, you all have one joke. I meant thanks for proving that your problem was what I draw and not how I do it. Also, I am acting as a victim, then oops, my bad. I don't want to look like a victim, but I also don't want to lie about why I draw what I draw. Yeah, again, at the end of the day, it's just art on the internet. It's fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. Just play video games or whatever. Joe Vinny the Hyena donated $5. Tom Nuke, it's not fat, he's a total dill. Thank you so much for the donation, keep them coming. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, the biggest fucking wreck that I have seen in this week, coming from Hulu of all people. Are you ready for one of the fucking, this wreck is just fucking astronomical. Just, Parasite is here. Watch the film that made Oscar history, now streaming only on Hulu. So the film Parasite, I talk about the film Parasite already in one of my videos. You can watch it, you can see it. It's a pretty good film. It's pretty, I like the film, it's great. And then somebody said, pathetic movie. Okay, it won 4 Oscars, but okay, pathetic movie. It's not in English. Oh, we're going there, are we? We are going there, are we? It's not in English. Of course. Of course it is. No one wants to watch a movie that they literally have to read to understand what's going on. Sure they don't. Sound is such a huge part of movies, and it being in a different language is so weird. No, it's weird to you. Learn to fucking read. Freaking dub puritanism. I mean, goddamn. Learn to read. Come on, y'all. A lot of people do. A lot of people watch films that they literally have to read to understand what's going on. It's called subtitles. Read. But anyway, Hulu comes in with a response that is just, wow. That is just fucking amazing. 37, okay, before we go that That 37 fucking replies on the ratio. Oof. Dave, you got fucking wrecked. You lost the spell, Dave. I'm sorry, you lost the spell. And Hulu comes in and say, if you don't want to read subtitles, you can always learn Korean.
Wrecked. Absolutely taken down. Wow, what do you say after that one? Brutal, savage, wrecked. Absolutely taken down.
Brutal, savage, wrecked. Absolutely taken down. God damn, Hulu. God damn. God bless you, Hulu, for this absolute fucking wrecking. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Chat of the freaking chats. Not bad, Hulu. Not bad. Well fucking played. The Virgin watching only dubs versus the Chad watching subs versus the Tad watching both. Oh. Man. Base Hulu. Hulu is absolutely fucking base. Ladies and gentlemen, ooh. Oh no, am I hearing the music? Is that a music that I'm hearing? And another to $1. They're actually good guys sub-factions of Warhammer 40k, like the Salamanders, Elementers, Space Marines chapters, or the Farside Enclaves. Well, there you go. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But anyway, am I hearing the music right there? Oh, crap. That sounds like the ending music. Because it is the end. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the stream. It's at least 2 hours and 30 minutes long. At least we get to that point. It's a little bit more to 3, but hey, we got to it. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining the stream. It's been an absolute blast. This quarantine time, and there's been really lacking dramas, really lacking spicy, juicy dramas that make me go, yes, finally talk about it. But those are the dramas that I've covered. There's dramas that I talk about that I think worth talking about in this stream. Thank you guys so much for joining in. Thank you guys so much for joining in. I'll see you guys on the next stream at the same time. Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Take care.